Is this the new
Oh,
stuff?
I've got the light on. That's why it looks weird.
Mm.
There we go.
Yeah, we're good now.
Hello, everybody. Don't fear if you're a Cecilia fan. She's just reconnecting. She'll be back in a second. But we wanted to use that time to get into the recap so we aren't wasting a bunch of time on the beginning like we have been. So, last time, what happened, everybody?
Bad things happened. Bad things always happen. We started right after the windmill fiasco went down, and we had a very nice heart-to-heart with each other.
Didn't
and
amount
really
to too
talked
much
about
in
our
the end,
feelings.
but
Oh, are you sure it amounted to a lot? In my head, perhaps.
I mean, I don't know. Nothing really changed in the dynamic, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, in and of itself, is a good thing because some bad shit went down, and there was some divisive things that occurred. So at least we salvaged that aspect of it, and some of us may have had conversations where we may or may not have been told to take care of very bright and shining stars if it came to that.
And
we'll
everyone's
deal with those things when it happens.
sharpening their blades to stab my heart, and
it's fine.
It's pretty
probably
nice.
Fine.
What, would you rather them be dull blades?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually.
At least if you die, it'll be quick.
I would much rather than be dull blades, because then maybe I can
No,
cut all your heads
no!
off before you kill
Butter
me.
knife is the most dangerous knife in the kitchen.
He's a masochist. He likes the pain.
Not the case, but
Because you force it, and then it slips.
I more just really like fire.
All right, we'll burn you at the stake. Whatever suits your
That'd
fancy.
be
I'm not
much
here
better.
to judge.
Thank you. Actually,
I'm
I would
not here
much
to
prefer
shame.
that.
Thank you.
Like, I would much prefer that. If we kill Strahd and you burn me at the stake, I would be much happier than being stabbed in the back.
Cool. I'm gonna set you on fire with very cold fire and
That doesn't
burn
count.
your whole religion down. So after that, we camped. Everything was fine. Nothing bad happened in that burned out chapel.
Except for you going and giving away your book that you thought was really cool.
Don't know what happened.
Totally wasn't you.
Nope.
Totally wasn't you sleeping on your watch.
Gonna blame you for
totally
sleeping on your watch, Titus. Yeah, it's probably me. It was probably me that did it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still gonna blame you for it, but it was probably me. So we were on our way back to Vallaki when we got ambushed by some highwaymen who were very pointedly trying to steal my bag where the book was supposed to be. We killed them all, except for one, I think. And found that the book was gone.
Oh, no, we left one unconscious on the grass, because...
What book was that, Mel?
Well, that was the, not a significant book. It was just the Tome of Strahd.
Just a book we found.
Just a book we found.
Just one of the 3 or 4 most important pieces of your destiny in this entire land.
Yeah.
And Strahd has it now. Have fun with that.
I don't think he does. And we can talk about that later because that's going to take way too much time for theory crafting. But it's not on my person, and I'm getting my ass thrashed for that. So, so yeah, we were almost to Vallaki. We got jumped by highwaymen. We found that the book was gone. We went back to the church, found that there were some tracks and some wild shaping and/or polymorphing business going on there.
Or just wolves in boots. Could also be that.
Bipedal boot wearing wolves.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
We call those pedophiles.
No, we don't. It's a different root word.
That's a different root word. Anyways, so yeah, then we actually went to Vallaki and found that new management had fully taken over. Policy changes, including but not limited to nobody was allowed to have weapons at all inside the city except for the Sunlight Cult that Fiona had established.
Yep.
Oh, I also met with what's-her-face, the Blue Feather Raven Lady.
Yep, bird girl.
Oh god, what was her name?
Muriel.
Muriel. Do I really not have that down?
I have it down, so you have it down.
Yeah. All right. So Muriel told us that Danica and her last remaining kid were still alive in the city and wanted to be not in the city, but they weren't together, and we were to help them get out, which is complicated by the fact that the city is under martial law. No one gets in or out without Fiona's say-so. So we're gonna deal with that, I guess.
Luckily, we brought Fiona's favorite person with us. Who's
Exactly.
having connection issues.
Celia's gonna seduce Fiona, and
Probably.
it'll be fine.
What is Cecilia gonna do now? Oh,
You're gonna
what is
negotiate
Cecilia?
the extraction of the Markovs for
And
favors.
one way or another, apparently.
There's a curfew, strictly 1 hour before sunset, and also there's a bounty on that old carnival guy that was hanging around here.
Did we actually meet him? I don't think we met him.
We
You've
saw
met
him.
Rictavio multiple
Yeah,
times.
he was talking. He was
was the
like
bard.
telling stories. The
Oh, I thought you
bar.
said it was. That's not the name you used. Rictavio was not the name you used.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Maybe it was his first name or something, or his last name.
Oh, you're looking. No.
No, I'm looking for Rudolph.
Not
Rudolph
Rictavio.
on-
You're looking for someone named Rudolph.
That's the guy we don't know about. He's the one the
Right.
bounty's out on.
Sorry, that might be player knowledge. Sorry.
Well,
No, you're fine.
Also, there's 3 rotting people hanging on the gallows, which I probably the old accountant shit. They're not accountant.
yeah,
Word.
Vargas's wife, and
Yeah.
some other third person.
Boy,
Mhm.
probably? No. Is it the strong guy?
No, Ezek's fine. They took
Okay.
him for vampire stuff. Yeah. Hey, Brianna? Probably not.
Brianna, can you hear or talk? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine. Like,
Okay.
can you guys not hear me?
No, we can hear you.
You had stuttered for a second. We weren't sure if that was you trying to talk or if it was literally just a sound. So, we begin this session just inside the eastern gate of Valaki. Roads paved redder with blood. Marks and clear signs of terror roaming the streets. There's not as many guardsmen around, but there are some other individuals intermixed wearing maroon robes or like kind of dyed leather armor with sun masks all on each of them. And they are the only ones actively carrying weapons, the guards and the sunmen.
Mhm.
You all are currently being escorted back to Wachter House. And as you make your way through the town and kind of reach the center point here, you can see that though like the actual flames and fire have subsided now, there are still ruinous remains from the Burgomaster's mansion, Blinsky's toy shop, even the town square, and a few of the other select buildings that got torched in the flames.
Well, can't say the redecorating went well, but yeah.
Well, it hasn't been much time, so.
You get led back north, and as you make all of your ways to the Wachter House, let me make sure I have this one right. Servants are where they are. Wow, it's being a little slow for me right now. Don't like that very much. Pardon me, guys. We just had a bit of lag spike there.
Darkness. There we go.
Yeah, I have to replace your token on every map.
Cool.
Yeah.
You once again come to the manor, this old, slightly groaning structure that just seems to hate its very existence. It's definitely become more fortified. interior shutters are all clearly now have latches on the ones that are closed, holding them shut tight, not shut tight. Holding them shut tight.
They are a bit
And
shite.
the main door has been reinforced by some extra wooden planks as well. The guards bid their farewell, and they both return to their station.
Oh boy. Cecilia, would you like to be the first face that she sees?
Probably couldn't hurt. Don't know exactly how much good that'll accomplish, but
They definitely seem to have a more favorable opinion of you beforehand.
And don't forget that we need to preferably diplomatically see about the Martikovs.
It's to you guys at this point.
Go for it, Cecilia.
are we looking at a thing right now? I have
It's at the
I have
bottom of the
nothing but a
screen.
black screen.
Scroll down.
You're
I am looking at a whole screen, and it is a whole black screen.
Well,
It's
we're in
probably
front of
just
a-
not loaded in yet, but
We're at the Proctor house.
Yeah, we're in front of a door. There's nothing fancy
oh,
yet.
we're just standing outside. Okay, well,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
freaking knock on the door.
okay.
That's simple. Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole system's being really slow right now for some reason. Head up to the door, and knock on it, and a few moments later, a servant girl comes, opens it for you. God, I had to kind of rush in with all this dynamic lighting bullshit again. Oh my god, the scroll wheel goes so much farther than what it should. And opens the door, and a young woman, tied up hair, maid servants dressed on. Just, can I help you?
We're here to see the Lady Voctor. She ought to be expecting us at this point.
Can I have your name?
Yeah, Cecilia Chastain and these freaking chuckle shits.
Escorts.
And
If
company.
you will
she's
follow me then?
expecting us at this point, if you don't mind.
Of course, of course. If you will follow me, I will take you to the sitting room, and the lady will be along in just a moment, and she takes you guys inside. I'm gonna have to. Why is it being so slow?
What happened to our horses?
That's a good question. What would you have done with them?
Well, we needed to do something with the box. That's my major concern here. Perhaps we put the horses in the stable, and one of us, probably me, is just lugging this enormous box around.
Sure.
So you're just taking the stinky box with you?
Yep, stinky box.
Yep, stinky box.
You're not
Okay.
gonna like hide it up on top or something like that. I don't know.
All things that are precious to me have been taken. I'm keeping this box.
You're hugging it tightly.
How
Just
big is
hugs
this
it to
box?
your
Isn't it like
chest.
60
Big.
pounds?
It's about like 2.5 feet cube-ish.
Yeah, it was like an 80-pound kid in there, so.
Why?
Yeah, so maybe more like
Jesus.
3. It's like a 3-foot cube.
Okay.
This is all I have left.
You're
Let me
just-
use this.
Freaking
Get a portable seat.
He just has it under his cloak of ambiguous size.
God, what is draining everything right now?
Couch.
What do you say?
Like, it's something seriously draining the resources for this, and I don't know what it is.
Check your task manager, or inspect the web page.
Where's me?
It's set to medium bandwidth. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so you all enter into the area. It's around a small little coffee table, and there's a double-sided fireplace in the side of the room that you would be able to lead into another room. After a couple moments, what would that be? The northernmost door, I believe. Yes. Oh my god, just let me move things.
You're not allowed to do things.
Fiona does make her way
Jesus.
inside. She looks rather tired at this point. Her hair is a little bit more frazzled, and her eyebrows definitely deepened in. But upon looking at all of you, especially you, Cecilia, just a small smile does grow on her face. It is good to see you all again.
Oh, Lady Vocta. Good to see you too, I suppose.
Seems like you're starting to make some changes around town.
I'm doing my best to keep it in order. Things have not been easy since you were sent out.
No.
Yeah.
But with all of you back, I have a plan that can change that. But that's business for later. And after a minute, the serving girl comes back out and sets a tray of wine glasses in front of all of you. For now, I'm just grateful that you all returned. Come have a drink. She takes one of them and sips it.
I do.
Yeah, same.
Do the same.
All right. Well, I will as well.
It's Red Dragon Crush, so it's pretty decent wine. It's not terrible by any means.
Yeah.
So, did one of you wish to speak to me about something?
Well, we went on one of the errands that was proposed to us.
And how did it go? You're all alive, so I assume fairly well.
Relative term.
Well,
It went oddly.
relative term.
He has an interesting
That
sense
it
of humor,
did.
Strahd does.
Yes, the Lord is, Dark Lord is a bored individual. He's not returned since you've left, if you were wondering. He's left that woman in charge of the night, at least.
In what way does she tend to exercise this found power?
She
Just out of idle curiosity.
those found to still be acting loyal to the Vlakoviches are round up, penned in, and fed to the spawn that she brought into the town.
Pleasant.
We've lost 7 people so far.
Well, this does not seem sustainable.
No, until everyone's either weeded out or succumbs to their fear.
Doesn't
I'm
seem
doing
like
my
a
best
great
to
way
keep-
to get a decent following, if you don't mind me mentioning.
I agree with you. I'm trying to keep the town in stable condition. I've re-outfitted the guardsmen with some newly bought steel from the Vistani outside of town. I've sent some men to raid the wood supply from the Baron and the Coffin Maker to refortify some of the walls. Am I frozen, or is everyone else just being still?
I
Okay.
can hear you.
Oh.
We're just being polite and listening.
I lost some bread though.
I had stuff that was
Lose a
frozen.
bread.
Also, Brett's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I
We'll
was
wait
just
a moment.
being polite, listening to what she has to say.
Everyone was being perfectly still. I'm just like, oh, did I freeze?
No, you guys
Great.
were actually frozen for me, Connor. You were also frozen for me, but I could hear you.
Mhm. And while we wait.
I'm gonna drink
It's
while we wait
just
then.
bad.
I'll be right back.
Technology sucks.
You're right. Man, I move and my white balance goes
Yeah.
bananas.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Well, it's trying to focus on you, who is very white in comparison to the yellow background.
To the
So as soon
yellow
as-
wall, yeah.
So when you move, it has to adjust for all the yellow in there. And then you
Yes,
come
and
in.
it should not.
It doesn't know what to do.
I don't know what to do, so it's just like, it's all yellow. Yellow
That's
for
good.
everyone. Oh, bye, Connor.
No Connor today. There they are. Now they're
No
both
Connor.
back. I got Connor
Oh,
back.
there's Brett. I do
Yeah,
not have Connor.
I just refreshed
do
to
not.
grab Brett.
I got a Brett and I got a Connor. I got everyone that we need.
I don't have Brett.
Hecking purge.
I got everyone.
Okay. Let's see. Solution here.
everyone.
Solution here. Solution here.
What?
That got dropped. It was just you.
That was just you.
Yeah. Here. Let's just have every single person leave except Jacob, and
Okay.
then Brett like rejoin pretty quickly, and then I'll join like a little bit after that, and we'll be set.
Cool. Are you wanting us to completely get out? Because every time
Like,
I leave
click
this game,
X-
it takes like 10.
Then why don't you stay behind? But if they don't, we'll work with it. Can you ask her to refresh the page?
I think Brett's still connecting, so.
Can you hover over his icon? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, Brett, yeah, Brianna.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Jacob, Brett wants you to reconnect.
Yeah, it didn't do
Have you
anything.
got him? Cool. He's reconnecting.
Brianna, can you refresh? Do what?
Why don't you try one more time?
Okay.
Okay, I have both of you.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Also, now Roll20 thinks that everyone is
Mhm.
talking. I just have the
Doesn't show that
constant blue
Brett's in
bars
there.
underneath you guys.
I can't.
It's not. You're still scrolling.
How do you know I'm not? Yeah.
I guess. Oh, I have Jacob. Bunch of cheddar biscuits. Oh my god, those sound so good.
The little parsley bits on them. Hey,
You still not having?
was it a generalized experience to dip the cheddar baked biscuits at Red Lobster into applesauce, or was that a me thing? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's very.
I have you, Ariana.
What? Yay!
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Everything is bad.
Jacob, is that a coat hanging next to you?
No, it's a Connor.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a yeah.
Oh no, I'm not the Krampus. The Krampus.
Okay. Can you guys both fast reconnect? Ariana and Brianna.
Yeah. I did it.
Big goof.
They had Krampus. They had
Well, I
Krampus parades
reconnected,
in
and then
Austria,
I lost
and
Brett
they
and
are
Ariana.
terrifying.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, there's Ariana.
Hello. Hello. The upper side.
And there's Brett.
Yeah. I did, and they've got a Krampus one that they did today. And I heard it and didn't see any of it because I was doing stuff in a different tab.
They're doing what now?
Krampus!
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Amazing.
If you two can't see each other, why don't you join a private Discord call, and we'll just go with
Whenever
that.
they didn't do Google Grabs around Halloween.
Yep. They are pretty.
Can no one see or hear me?
I can
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah, they're just
I had to
knocking out two
reconnect.
birds with one stone, I guess.
Bird murder.
Birder.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you see me now?
I have you, Connor. Yeah.
Okay. Did Jacob start the Discord call with you?
Yeah, I've got him.
Okay. Alright, we'll go with that for now then.
Okay.
You know, I think I know what the problem might be. I think there's too many tokens on the board. I'm gonna just delete all the cats.
I forgot
All
about the
20
cats.
Oh, we need those. We need to
You
know
can
the
do a
precise
swarm of
location
cats.
of every cat.
Connor, those are my emotional support cats.
Too many cats. Jesus. Go to jail.
Who else needs to go away? I don't know why you are actually there. You're still dead.
Nobody cleaned up the body.
Mood.
Do we still have that random key we got from you? We do, right?
I thought you guys headed back again, didn't you?
I believe.
No, I think I had it last.
I thought Cecilia had it, so.
Last I knew, I passed it off to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mel seems to be the generic storage location.
Yeah, he's our
Yeah.
tiefling in this game, so he keeps all the dangerous shit.
Because we had intended to come back here the next day to do some snooping with that key,
But shit went
but
down.
shit went down.
Alright, I'm almost done deleting tokens. Alright, that sped it up a little bit. Okay, as we were saying, what were we saying?
Mm.
No idea.
No clue.
Well, we were just listening to you at that point.
Do you want to bring up why we're?
you're
I guess. I don't know.
So she was talking about how she had been re-outfitting the town, getting everything set up,
Right.
and had asked what you needed of her, and then everybody froze.
Right. So Strahd has an unfortunate sense of humor, and sent us on something of a wild goose chase. This is part of what he asked for. I don't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You could bring it to his wife.
She take daytime visitors, or
No, she and some of the other vampires I know hide somewhere around the town square and arise after sundown.
cool, but there's a curfew for good reason. I feel
Mhm.
like going outside in the middle of the night is not conducive to our health and well-being.
Well, I put the curfew in place, so if I allow you to go there, you're not breaking any laws.
Right, but still not conducive to our health and well-being, being outside with a bunch of vampire spawn and a full-fledged vampire.
It's your decision. If you need to get rid of it, then you need to get rid of it. Because right now you're just thinking of my house. What is in that?
You probably
I thought
don't
you were going
wanna
after
know.
children.
This is what's left of one.
Oh,
Like I said,
I see.
wicked sense of humor. All right, we'll deal with that tonight then. That isn't all we need though.
What else did you require?
Cough, cough, Cecilia.
Well, right now, if I'm being honest, and I hope you would appreciate being a little frank, I'm curious about the Mardikovs. They were kind of
The
dropping like
innkeeps?
flies last time I saw. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. The Innsman and his son did unfortunately fall in the fight. It's very tragic, but I've not seen their family. I had presumed the rest of them were dead too.
You haven't heard anything else? Just presumptions at this point?
No, not that I know. If any of them are alive, they're likely to be in their inn. You'll probably find one of my boys there.
Just one of them?
Yes, Nikolai, at my request, has been spending more time at home. I require things of my eldest
Mind
boy at
if
this
I-
time, and Carl is free to do as he wishes for the time being.
So the inn remains open.
It's a sitting room. The wine is there and available, but there's not much left, so there's no one to sell it.
Right. Oh, that is a pity.
Oh, I feel like that's a good reason that we can work on getting the inn, getting the Markovs and getting the inn back up and running. I feel like it can only do well for your favor.
Oh, absolutely. If you
given
find
how
them,
the fear
please
is kind
give
of
them my
running amok
regards.
at this point.
Please give them my regards if you find them, but I've not seen them. Again, my boy Carl might have, but Nikolai and myself, not so much.
I think that may be a point of interest. Like I said, I feel like it can only get you back into people's good graces if we've got a little bit more wine flowing around here.
If you, there is another individual who might be of help to you. The bard, Rictavio. He's good friends with the Montekovs. He might be able to tell you where one of them is.
Where's he at?
Likely still in his room at the inn.
Oh, good.
But he does have a wagon stationed in the stockyard.
Right. Okay.
It's an excellent lead.
Well,
Although before you go,
Hey guys, what
if
are
I,
we gonna do with this box?
if
Go
I
for it.
may ask a favor of you, Cecilia. In 2 days' time, I am going to be holding what's the right word? A rally, sort of a final festival, for the townsfolk to just let them see everything for how it can be, for how things will finally be. And I would really greatly appreciate it if you would accompany me there tomorrow, on that day.
What have you got planned for this rally? How do you plan to accomplish that?
I want to show the townsfolk just a small sample of the future ahead of us now that I'm in charge. I want to inspire them, give them hope.
And
what
might
does
that
she have to do with
demonstration
that, though?
entail?
What does
Well, have you all spoke with the Vistani at all?
I've had a couple of meetings with them, yes.
I, what about the specific one?
The madam.
Yes, the
Yeah.
fortune teller.
Right. We know you've had your fortune read and that there's some divine prophecy you've had laid on your feet about bringing sunlight back, but it's not going to do necessarily just to spout tarot readings to the people here.
No, no, but I was told that there would be a great purge within the city, and the wickedness would be wiped from the streets after a time that my fabled outsider would return. And then after that, that fabled outsider, who I received a small vision of in my dreams, of you, she looks at you, Cecilia.
Yeah.
And that she would be the harbinger of sunlight back into this land. And if I can accomplish that,
this all
then the Dark Lord will hold very little power here.
this all still makes me curious because in what manner is this purge supposed to occur?
I think
It already
did
has.
occur.
I mean, then what else is left if I don't entirely see it's not making sense to me here. I feel like you're leaving some stuff out, you're being maybe unintentionally vague, maybe intentionally vague, but there's some details you're leaving out and I'd love to know it. I mean, if I'm supposed to have a role in this like you would say, then I feel like I'm not going to be able to do it quite as much justice as it deserves if I don't understand what's going on.
What I'll need from you is, from what I've gathered, I have a mystical dagger. And a small amount of your blood dripped upon the soil of the land will draw the sun back in once more. I know it sounds a bit brutish and cruel,
Yeah, just
but
a little bit.
if you have faith, I'm sure you can see this is the only way. The town will suffer and die without the sun.
So you plan to have her draw blood at this parade and the sun to arise?
That is my prophecy.
You'll forgive me if I sound a little bit skeptical. I'm having a hard time believing a dagger and a small amount of blood from this one seemingly random individual how is that going to do anything to bring sunlight back?
Yeah, there's
I don't know for sure.
no relation between the two.
I'm a woman of faith, and this is what has been foretold to me.
Sure. The
I feel like you've got a bit of a monopoly on this faith here. You've not really made a believer of me, and when it includes my blood, I'm a little skeptical. If I'll be entirely upfront with you here.
Can we see the dagger?
Of course, of course. If you'll just give me a moment, I'll go and retrieve it.
Thank you.
She walks back up here. Leaves the room.
Hey, I had that prepared today.
Well,
I mean,
that is
this.
an unsettling turn of events.
Well, it's not unprecedented. It just seems small in scale of a ritual for something so grandiose. I mean,
It seems like there's still more that we're not being told. Whether it is on purpose or not, I don't like it.
I don't think she
Particularly
knows.
don't like that I'm supposed to. Sure, but that's not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And if this plan doesn't
Getting-
work, I'm not certain our new leaders of the night will be very pleased with us either.
I guess that's the real question here. Shedding a little bit of blood for this is not the problem. The problem is what happens if it doesn't work, because
I mean, even if it does work, it doesn't solve our all our problems.
well, it helps. It's you have talked at length about wanting to make a strong difference in the valley here, and bringing some light back to A City is a huge step. If nothing else, that would give us a huge advantage and a safer place to be.
But would the sun
To,
stay in the night, or would it go away just as
No,
it does? I mean, the vampires
but-
already only go at the night.
You're right. It would prevent them from being able to stay here indefinitely. Not unprotected, because once daylight came, they would have to hide in the city, and it would be fairly easy for the town to find them and dispatch them. No, it would not protect them during the night times from raids and things like that, but it's a step in the right direction. Better than living under
It
the
does
thumb of
seem
these
like
things.
to acquire this, though, that what, at least, what I'm being told, this seems like it's a seemingly small contribution for what appears to be a grandiose kind of reward, which makes me think that there's a lot more to what this seemingly small contribution will have to do. And town be damned, I'm not entirely sure I want to go with that.
Well, I'm with you in the sense that there's got to be more to this, but let's hear it out and not make enemies of the only real ally we have right now, for better or for worse.
Bear in mind, this ally is also trying to turn me into a guinea pig.
You can't necessarily blame her, though.
Oh, I can.
My biggest fear is what happens when this doesn't work. The whether or not it works is not as significant as trying it and seeing it fail, because not only is that going to be a big middle finger to Strahd with no return benefit on our end, it's also going to make her look weak in front of the town that she's recently claimed rulership over.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me think that this, whatever this may be, might not actually go toward accomplishing what she thinks it will. I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's been some duplicity in one step along this process or another, and in trying to accomplish one thing, something else, perhaps entirely opposite, will be accomplished.
Well, the funny thing is that she's getting all this from Ava, and
We've come to know there more.
they're pretty, while cryptic, they're pretty good at what they do.
Snort.
What was it that shit, we've heard about sunshine something or other. There's something in the book.
Hold on, let me use my brain.
Give me a second, I need to think about this.
I gotta figure out where I put the scroll bar. There it is.
Okay, hold
What
on
are you
a
looking
second,
for?
guys, I gotta do something super quick.
Brett's trying not to use outside of game knowledge and is looking for reasons to bring things up, and I don't think I have it.
What are you looking for?
The out of character, the tome, the initial entry that we found talked about Sergei's sword that he feared as much as the sun.
Yeah. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now, even a stake from my heart, blah blah blah. But that sword, that cursed sword Sergei bought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun.
And in conjunction
You
with
remember
bringing
that.
sunlight back to Vallaki and yada yada yada. I'm trying to think of a mental leap to make here, but especially with recent events, I don't think it's going to happen.
That maybe the sun is supposed to be the one that we have to go and get in the mansion.
I mean,
That
we
we're
would-
supposed to go to the sun? What?
No,
would
to
be-
get
we would be getting an
Yeah.
aspect of sunlight and bringing it back to
Yeah,
Vallaki.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
wondering if that's what we meant, or that's what this means, and
the word is to
she's
get the
taking
dire
this out of
connection
context.
and the blood of Cecilia being the key is the other question.
well, it could just be the context of she's going to spill some blood getting this thing from Dragon House from Argenvost, and
Yeah.
I
You
am
just
betting
don't
this is all
know.
just being taken out of context.
According to Brianna.
No. What are
I-
birds?
Also, did she specify that it was a drop of blood, or did she just say blood in general? Like,
Blood
It's
had to
still
be
blood.
so like
So
all
it could
of
be a
Cecilia's
drop,
blood
could be a gallon.
could be just everything.
She said a small amount of blood.
Yeah.
Humans only have so much.
Drops it on the dirt, and then you see Strahd come up with the dirt. Yes, just what I wanted.
So with all that
Let
in
me
mind,
get some
Connor,
Zip.
God, trash.
I mean, it's as if it's a gallon of blood. That's like 2/3 of your blood.
Yeah.
There's not
So-
that much blood in there.
Connor, with all that information and context, would you let me make some sort of an intelligence roll at disadvantage to piece it up enough to bring that up in conversation?
You can bring that up in conversation. That's fine.
I feel like I need to make some sort of a roll for it, especially given what happened
I feel
at
like
the
this is
windmill.
less intrusive than
You're
what
dumb,
my
Matt. Bad
connection
memory.
was
That's
with
right.
me trying to make a connection earlier. When
Do
I
what
was trying to,
now?
like, make Arena, the connection that Arena was Strahd's. So I think this one's a lot more easier for you to come up with, to be honest. So I think it's fine.
Sure,
Yeah,
but my memory
you
was
did
taken
read
from
that
me.
he. Oh, you know what? That's fair.
That's what I'm bringing up, is
Okay.
that my
Yeah.
memory is shit right now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an we'll call this Arcana check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Have fun. You suck. You sucked really bad.
Should have taken
Amazing.
me on my offer, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it was only fair. It was only fair. Yeah.
The book's
Alright.
gone, dude. You can't remember pretty much anything that it says.
Yep. I
Sucks.
can, but I think it's bullshit. So.
Feels bad, man. That's a sign from the universe right there. All right.
The 8 probably wouldn't have even been enough, to be honest.
No.
All right. So I understand your reservation, Cecilia, but let's at least play this out.
Yeah, counterpoint to all of that I've brought up, I'm also very curious.
About?
So,
It's about what?
just how everything will play out.
I assume that it won't.
About a couple minutes later, Fiona does come back in through this door.
Why did she leave?
with a box in her hands, like a small one about like this long and maybe like this tall.
A wand box.
About that size, yeah. And she opens it up, and you can see this. It's a steel and what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a gilded handle
Okay.
with a long crystal blade. That some of you, it kind of looks like a shard. It's like it broke off of something else, but it does. It's about the size of a dagger, maybe this long.
Like glass or like?
Like crystal, not glass.
Wow.
Like what Sergei's sword was before it got broken.
Was it that? Okay. Doesn't seem the best material for a sword. Seems like it would just break as soon as you touched it, but whatever.
Magic.
This is it.
Do you mind if I take it? Look at it.
I prefer you didn't. And she closes the box. It's
Okay.
very precious to me.
Sure, I'm not going to
Maybe
leave
look
it.
at
I
it.
just wanted to inspect it a little bit more.
You can admire with your eyes, but your hands have a cold touch to them. I'd rather not risk it.
Right, well,
I'll cast Detect Magic. So.
All right.
The box is open.
When the box is, I mean, it lasts 10 minutes, so if he opens it, I'll ask him
Well-
to open it again. But,
Yeah. Okay. Because it is defeated by a finishing of lead.
yeah, I know.
So with detect magic on, you there's nothing coming off of the dagger, but there is a small aura of illusion on her right shoulder.
What?
well then.
Nothing like at all off the dagger.
No, there's nothing on the dagger.
Okay, okay. Even if she opens the box, no,
Even when she opens the box, there's nothing on the dagger.
it doesn't appear to be magical. But
No, I said it's mystical, not magical.
oh, it's her.
It's part of destiny.
Could I make the connection that the illusion things are familiar or something to that extent? Or
It's not her familiar.
You can guess as much as you want, dude.
okay.
There's no proof. You see illusion on her shoulder. That could be anything.
Yeah.
She
Just
could be
a
missing.
bubble
She could be missing an arm. She could have a conjoined head. It could be anything.
She could have makeup on.
Are you aware of the illusion magic
Shoulder makeup.
above you on your shoulder?
Whoosh.
What?
What now?
She like starts to feel around on her shoulder, and you can watch as the ore kind of just jumps above wherever her hand goes before it just kind of floats above it for a moment. There's not. I don't feel anything there.
It's moving, but there definitely is
How
some
did you-
magic.
Is she full
And
of shit
then
right
you-
now?
Then you
What
can
are
watch
you
as that
doing?
little
Is she full of shit
glow
right now?
goes down and just leaves through the crack in the door.
Oh, great. So now it left as well. So I think something might have been listening to that extent. Great.
What are you going on about?
I was
Actually, that's a point. Is this only spell? No, it's just magic. Okay. There's also enchantment magic coming off of Mel.
wait, now I'm confused.
There's
Yeah.
enchantment. There's a small aura of enchantment around Mel as well.
Oh.
He's just so charming.
Yeah, he's charming.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'll bring that up later. But yes, I was simply casting detect magic and I noticed that, but it seems to have left now, but that can't be anything good.
I'm sure it's just a spirit. This old house has lots of them.
There aren't spirits. necessarily
Is
to
she
do
still
that.
being sincere? Because I feel like.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
And don't forget your ability
Jeez.
to like minimum rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't roll. I clicked it, and it's if I click it again, it's gonna come in like 4 times.
20.
Oh, there it was.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Oh, it's on edit mode, that's why. As this whole thing is going on, you can see her purposefully moving her hand like a little bit slow whenever it's going to hit her shoulder, and she's doing it in a small little rhythm. Like, it doesn't seem like an earnest way to be like feeling around, like trying to swat a bug or anything like that.
Cool.
Also, does this
She's-
dagger? Sorry. Keep going.
It does seem like she's purposely making it look like she's trying to feel around, and she's doing a good job at hiding it, but your eye can catch the small little pattern there.
Does this dagger look like at all? Does it ring any bells to me? Have you seen anything that would? It's kind of like
No.
this. And okay.
Fiona, I feel like you might have more of a cause to be concerned if there's something listening in to what's been going on. Who knows what they might have heard, how long they might have been in here. If there's something listening in on our conversation, who knows what else they could be listening to. I know you say that this house may have many spirits, but I still think there might be a cause for concern.
It wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility as well, especially for Strahd.
Cecilia, can you make a deception check for me?
Yeah. Yeah. That is hella deception check.
Nice.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad.
I appreciate your concern, I really do, but to be honest, this whole town is a bit like that. You must understand. There's really nothing to be concerned about.
I don't know.
Do I
If
know?
there was
this-
really
what-
something listening in, I'm sure they would have been listening to more than just this first conversation. I'd be in much more trouble.
I feel like that's also a cause for concern, though, too.
To be honest, I have much bigger threats to be worrying about at this time.
Something that
Be
knows what
surprised
they
how
do.
much information can put you one side above the other.
It's hard to surprise me. So,
Well, if you're not concerned, I suppose we have nothing to worry about.
Ooh.
are you
I'll
agreeing
retaught
to
that.
come with me then? To escort me in 2 days? I would really appreciate it.
Would it hurt your feelings too much if I give you a tentative yes? I feel like there's some things that we could iron out in between them, maybe get me caught up on some details, make sure that I follow certain procedures, make sure we stand up to the specific ceremonial rites and everything that all would go along with this.
It's gonna
Of
be
course.
hard, maybe.
Of course. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Well, if there's nothing else that you need, I do have some business to attend to. Being a burgomaster comes with quite a bit more work than simply a noblewoman.
Well, get out of your hair.
Thank you. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, and she escorts you back outside.
Yeah.
No, offer us a place to stay the night.
Well, it is still day.
Still. A bit polite.
As we're walking out, I do want to talk to Mel as well. Or like as we're out, actually.
Okay, I'm going to switch back to the better map.
Okay,
The
so
one
we're
that
not lagging
doesn't
our asses off.
Switch out. Yeah.
Well, I was looking for magical effects. I did know something around you as well, Mel.
That's probably just the locket.
No, it was enchantment magic. Like those in charms or something to the like.
No, I don't think I was charmed. I don't feel charmed.
Well, the book was gone, and someone did walk from our campfire back out to the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thought. I don't really have a way to get rid of that, I'm afraid. At least not for a long period of time, but...
I don't have any music up.
I know because I turned it off, but there was a pretty bad echo coming in through your computer.
No, I don't have any music on. I can't turn down the volume because it's not playing.
I know, because there's a master music volume level in your settings.
Yeah, no, I have the music turned off in general.
Oh.
I always
Yeah,
leave it turned off because it's
I wasn't
annoying.
hearing an echo either.
I was occasionally, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Or wasn't. I don't know. I didn't notice.
It's too distracting for me, so I don't play it.
Okay.
Don't know what to tell you. Don't feel charmed. Feel fine.
What I thought at least I'd tell you.
Well, maybe I can just sleep it off then. Because
Perhaps.
there's really not a whole lot I can do about it.
I can check in the morning as well if you'd like, but...
Sure. We'll deal with that when we get there, I suppose.
With that in mind, Titus, did you see where that little, whatever that mode of magic that you had mentioned to Fiona, did you see where that went?
Out of the room. Didn't really... Probably would have been best to
Because she
to
knew
track
about
down,
it.
but she didn't.
Oh, 100%. She knew it was there, and she knows exactly why.
Did you get any read on her when she was talking about the Molotovs then as well? Or...
For what I can tell, it seemed relatively sincere. It makes sense that they would be a benefit to her town if they were to continue doing what they always did. So I don't know why she would be lying about that. But I could be wrong.
I suppose her line about the illusion makes it even more less of a good option for you to go to whatever she wants you to do.
And yet I'm still curious.
Yeah, no, if she's playing games, it might actually be best to skedaddle. It's one thing if she's playing straight and is just ignorant or relying solely on faith, but if she's playing games, that's a dangerous gamble.
Somewhat convenient that she made a new addition to her, to what she'd been told by the lady, and to her prophecy or whatever, in that sense.
Oh, that's so good.
Because earlier it was just that she would bring the light, or the sun to Balaki, but now it's more, when she came back, she would.
Yeah.
She's telling information as it becomes relevant, and I don't love that. Because what else is being withholden until then?
Yeah, let's go to the inn and see about Rictavio and if any of the Mardikovs are there right now.
Yeah.
What time of day is it? It's still
Daytime.
It's like
still early afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Anytime when you don't know what time it is, just say it's 2.
That's my go-to usually.
Go to 2.
2:30.
So it's
Chinese
unless anyone
dentist.
Just dentist time in general.
2:30.
Not even be racist about it.
That's racist.
No, that's my doctor.
Yeah, let's go to the inn.
Alright, yeah, I'm loading it up now. I'm just having to grab something. Another character who's there at the moment.
It's sad now, Brett, that I can't see you. I'm just picturing you with your tiefling hoodie on.
Lol.
No, that's over at my house still.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm lazy and don't want to work on it. And work on other things. 'Cause I can't stay to one project. Gotta keep switching.
Mood.
What's completion?
I don't know her.
Why are you hurt?
Who?
Who?
No.
You.
Several of us are hurt from the bandit fight.
No, but you were like...
Oh, Titus, because he fell in a hole.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
hold
it's
on.
fixed now. Like this this token was missing a lot of hit points for some reason, but I realized it's because it was still the old version when they hadn't updated.
Gotcha.
All right, so you make your way back through the town, passing some more civilians who are just walking and trying to be as plain and unnoticeable as possible. When you do finally make it to the inn, you can see that the guardsmen have finished stabling up your horses, quote unquote.
Alright.
Okay.
And you can see that the front door should be open. Yeah, it's open.
It is. Walk inside.
All right. The place definitely got ransacked. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's?
Yeah, there is definitely an echo now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Weird.
Okay, I just turned mine way down so that if it was me.
Okay.
Inside there's no other patrons, so the room has been very much ransacked. Many of the tables, chairs, and benches, as well as some of the old keg barrels, have been removed and broken apart for scrap wood to fortify other people's homes. The last remaining 6 bottles of purple grape mash still stand at the bar, with Yevgeny being the one who's kind of watching them and making sure no one just comes in and steals them. The only other person actually sitting in here drinking is currently Karl Wachter, who is sitting at one side of the table and is just trying to keep track of trying to count coins, but obviously drunk and just keeps knocking over the pile by mistake.
I thought it was a wood merchant at first.
No.
You've returned. Good, good. Drink?
No, thank you.
Later, possibly. Thank you for the offer.
No problem, no problem.
Do you know if Rictavio's in?
Rictavio,
Yes, he had a
You
room
could,
here previously.
check his room upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do that. You guys, I'll meet you back down here in a little bit.
Alright.
You
Don't be
sure
too
you're
rough
not
with
getting
him.
some help?
It's if you want to come, you can come. I would just rather talk to him first. But if you guys want to continue talking here, that's fine. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm gonna go with no. You were not
Well, I
very
guess I can
convincing.
stay here. Okay.
This is the staircase to go up to them. Jacob, you should be able to see Mel
Yeah.
and move your token with him if you wanted to.
Oh, he is an inside house or an inside room. Neat.
Yeah, he's always come up and down from this staircase.
Okay.
I can't click on my token.
Oh no.
I can't drag him, like login feedback.
I can't. Oh, thank you.
Let me grab the Lucky Blue Water in. There we go. A wooden balcony stretches the full length of the tap room, enclosed by a wooden railing carved with raven motifs. The tap room's many lanterns illuminate the rafters and cast ominous shadows on the peaked ceiling.
What kind of omens you picking up?
There's a door immediately next to you, Mel. There's another one here, and another one here.
Have we ever seen him come in or out of a room?
From sitting down there, you would have probably. Let me double check. You probably would have seen him coming from this one.
Okay. I'll make a beeline for that one then.
All right. The room is locked.
Nice.
However, you are in plain view of the tap room downstairs.
That's fine. I'll knock on the door. Octavio?
I hear them doing
You can see them doing that.
I also see them.
They would be like here,
Okay.
just up a level.
Yeah.
The door behind you opens, and Rictavio steps out. Yes?
Oh shit.
Is that? I thought that. Never mind.
That's the token I've used for him. That is his
No,
token I've used for him.
He's
the
like a
door.
half-elf guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this was your room here.
Oh, you were in character.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I was looking for more information in some of the other rooms. What can I help you with?
We were wondering if you knew where the Markovs might have gone off to.
You mean aside from the two who died, or the boy I was looking after the last time you were here?
The boy and his mother.
I don't know his mother.
Let's talk in the room here.
Here, just come in here with me. And he lets the two of you in here. Or sitting on one of the beds, you can see Bray Martikov, the boy, just currently playing with a small little figure. It looks like one of Blinsky's toys that slightly scorched by fire, but it got brought to him. It's kind of like a wooden vampire marionette, and you're just kind of making it walk along the bed.
Sure.
Great.
Don't worry, Bray. These two, you've met them before. They're good people. Well, I should hope so, at least.
We try to be. And in service of that, you've never met, Danica? Never?
No, I've met her. I'm good friends with her.
Okay. It just sounded like you didn't know who we were talking about out there. Of course you would. You live here, essentially.
I do that.
Yeah.
I'll survive here. I wouldn't call this living anymore.
Drink to that.
And that's a plan. Why don't we go downstairs and get ourselves a bottle of grape mash?
Nope. Hold on, wait. You haven't seen her at all since the feast?
I'm afraid not.
We've been,
Have you seen my mom?
We're looking for her, buddy.
Do you want to tell them about your encounter? Or...
Yeah, a friend of her family, a lady by the name of Muriel, is trying to help them get out, and
Auntie Muriel's here.
Well, she's not here. She's outside of the city right now. But she wants to see you, and she asked if we could help you get out of the city. And we were hoping Rictavio here might have some insight onto where your mom is.
I'm afraid I don't know his mother's location. I honestly feared the worst.
Well, from what we've heard, she's not dead. So...
You see that, boy? I told you the wolf hunter was wrong. Are you sure? Yes, the man downstairs is trying to. I don't think he's trying to break the boy's spirits, but he's quite insistent that she's more than likely dead.
More than likely, but he hasn't seen any evidence of that.
I mean, not that I know of. The man's not exactly a secretive type. He's just drunk all day, every day at this point. His companion died in the fighting.
Oh, we know. We saw it. It's just hard to know who to
But
trust.
if you're looking
anymore.
to get out of town, sneakily, I can help you with that.
We will be coming to you for that very shortly.
Good, good. There is one small problem, though. My way out of town also involves setting loose a ferocious animal.
No skin off my nose.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure your conscience would be okay with that. It's
Well,
more than likely going to hurt someone.
If it's in the night, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, should it? Or are you planning on doing this in the day?
Well, we can get out safely during the day, we can get out discreetly at night. It'll be up to you what you want to do.
The night would be better because that also involves hurting less people. as opposed to spawn. Just
I-
more dangerous
Yes,
for
the
us.
dark ones. Dark ones are rather ferocious.
Hmm.
Have you read The Guide to Vampire Slaying? Or The Guide
Never
to
heard of it.
Vampires? It's a book by a hematologist, a doctor. He studied monsters. He's actually quite famous. I've read up a couple of his stories.
You wouldn't
I'm
happen
sure
to have this
our
book?
No, but there's a nobleman in town who does. I've seen him reading it before.
Vasily.
Yes, Vasily von Holtz. He has a
Is he
copy.
still is he still here?
Last I saw him, he was hanging around the Vacta house. I don't know. He seems quite infatuated with the girl there.
Is Irina still there?
With Fiona?
No, Fiona's occupied with a town. Vasily, and to tell you the truth, Fiona's son, from what I've gathered, are quite taken with the girl. The Barovian girl came in here about a week ago.
She's still here.
She's staying at the Vacta house right now. Yes.
Well, that's news. All right.
It certainly
We
is.
were,
I was almost hoping Vasily and her were gone out of here.
All right.
No, he. The devil is quite insistent that she not be taken out of the town.
Irina.
I don't know. Yes, the girl. I don't know if she's a guest or a prisoner, but either way, she's at the Vacta house.
Wonderful. Do you know where Vasily's allegiances lie?
Unfortunately, no. He comes and goes. Oh, almost more often than you.
Sure.
I did see him come through the inn last night. Quite late in the evening.
Well,
Fetched a
ideally,
bottle of wine and then I believe went out the west gate.
so he's probably not in town right now.
Possibly, I don't know.
Okay.
It'd be foolish to spend the night outside the walls. So he may have just gone to the Vestani.
Possible. And that was
Now, if
last
you wanted
night.
to let the tiger out there, then you wouldn't be at much of a risk.
Well, that wouldn't really help us get out, though, would it?
No, but it did eliminate some spies.
Well, ideally, then, we'd like to get the boy's mom and maybe even Irina out, if possible.
Can't imagine what's happening now with them.
I hope you're adept at subterfuge then.
At least one of us is.
At least one of us is. We hear there's a festival coming on in 2 days, and we probably shouldn't be here for that.
Yes, the Festival of the New Dawn.
There already is a name.
It's been planned for a bit of time, though I didn't know it was in 2 days, just that it was approaching.
Short time.
Well, in that case, I'm trying to keep the boy's presence here a secret. If you wouldn't mind aiding me in that.
Got it.
We certainly will.
I've spread rumors that he is more than likely dead. But... And he looks over to the boy. Of course, you're too strong for that.
Indeed.
Do you have any idea where we might start looking for his mom?
Did the boy say anything of where she saw her last, or?
I mean, we saw her in the town
Last
square
I saw her,
last.
we were in town square, and everything started to go down. The bad stuff started to happen. If she is in town and alive, and she hasn't come back to her boy yet, then she must be hurt. And if she's hurt, then that means she must be hiding somewhere until she recovers.
Right, where would be a
Most
good place to
citizens are
hide?
not going to hole up a adult woman who's injured to be too much of a drain on themselves, so look somewhere abandoned. Somewhere nearby supplies that she may be able to procure for herself.
It's near the supply shop or the docks, presumably then.
Near the stocks, perhaps.
Near the stockyard would be. It would be not a decent guess. I
Be a
can.
decent guess.
You know what you can do
It's,
is, as a favor to me, if anyone asks, you can go and inspect my wagon and ensure that it's capable of leaving the town so as to remove a potential threat, a plausible reason to leave the walls, and in the meantime leave some sort of clue or note behind for the woman. Or you can search some of the buildings around there.
it's fair. Do you have any ink and paper here?
I have some.
I have a
on me.
journal. Here, I'll go and fetch it.
Thank you.
He leaves the room for a moment. I'm just kind of left there with the kid. Do you really think you can find my mom?
I think there's a good chance of it.
I'm sure she's alive. And if she's alive, we'll find her.
Did she say anything to you when she left, or?
She said to go and stay with Papa. And we did, and we came back home. And we hid. You're the good guys, right?
I'd like to think we are.
What he said.
Okay. Father and Mother told me never to show this to someone unless they were good guys. And
She just turned into a
You were-
freaking bird.
No.
He's just freaking anamorph out.
I am a bird! See, this is my greatest secret.
You tell me not to show this to anyone. My greatest secret is the sun sword.
Oh my gosh.
Pulls out a
He
lightsaber.
takes one of the he takes a toy from under his bed, and it's a small little like archer figure, and it has like a long string attached to it. He takes it a couple times and throws it at the ceiling, and you watch as it goes through a tiny little loop that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. He gets the string down, tugs on it a couple times, and a hidden trap door in the ceiling opens up, and a ladder
And a pile of bird shit falls out.
comes crawling down.
Huh.
Have you shown this
That's
in this game as
interesting.
well?
We have secret doors all over the place.
Secret passage.
What's up there?
And this is just our secret attic. We can use it to get between some of the different rooms without being seen. And we have
Huh.
some other secret doors too.
Clever. But you don't think your mom's here in those secret places, though, right?
No, I already looked.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you keep anything up there, or?
We don't keep anything up there, though. Brahm and I would sometimes hide to listen to our parents when they were talking secrets.
Fair enough.
What are some of the other rooms where you can access this from?
The hallway outside has there's a little picture of a raven, except it's facing the wrong way from the other ones.
Hmm.
And if you have like a kitchen knife or a fork or something, you can pop it open. You can go inside to a secret staircase. And that leads you back downstairs to the inn.
Interesting.
And then in my mom and dad's room, Mama and Papa's room, there's another one of these.
Hmm.
He points at the trapdoor. And there's also another secret wall that leads into the stable loft where all the ravens stay.
Okay.
Rictavio comes back inside now. He's like, I have some scraps, worthless pages from my journal, and of ink. Sets it on the other bed.
Thank you.
Fresh quill. Of course, of course.
Is there anything we should write on here that your mom would recognize as you? Something you would say to her often, or Something sneaky. Something that wouldn't be suspicious to anybody else, but she would know it's from you.
Huh.
Did she have a pet name for you? Something something she
I'm
called
not a
you
pet.
other than your... Did she have a name for you other than your actual name?
A nickname.
A nickname, that's a better word for it.
Kinder.
Kinder.
Meine Kinder.
Okay. 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 I'll take some of the scraps and start writing. Titus, do you have any thoughts? I could just do something as simple as help is here. Go to Kinder at. No, hold on. Something subtle. We can't just say the inn. Come to Kinder at.
No, you're missing the point there, Mel. If she was able to come here, she would have already.
All right. So something just to initiate trust then. But what good is her just finding the note then?
I think the better
Can get the
plans-
message across to her.
Sure, but
I'm all ears, my good sir.
the trouble is we don't have enough time for this, I think. If we need to get out of here within a matter of days, it'd take too long for her to potentially find it.
Here, why don't the two of you head up into the boys' attic. I'll go and fetch your friends, and you can all make your plans together.
Okay. All right. We do that thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Need to grab you both, please. Thank you.
Well, they're up there. I would like to talk casually and politely, and also discuss where to get more crossbow bolts with these fellas down here.
That's fair, actually.
If you bring up the term crossbow bolts, just weapons aren't sold in town anymore. Brother says so.
Right.
Not wrong. If you're looking to procure weapons, you might want to return to the village of Barovia. There's a merchant there who sells most supplies if you need them.
That guy's a dick.
Aren't you a wolf hunter, though? Where do you get your supplies for hunting wolves?
I carve them from stone. I make sure I upkeep the metal.
Hey,
I've had it for as long as I can remember.
right. So be it.
I don't think you're likely to fall into that profession, Doc.
No.
If either of you like a glass of wine, I'm really getting tired and fed up of the grape stuff. I want some red, but we're out of red.
Yes, well.
No, never mind.
I can do without for the time. Toin.
Okay.
How's this
He
place
hands you
been...
one of the bottles.
Oh.
I said I can do without.
Oh, I.
He,
heard I
he
can
still
do
hands
with
it to you.
He can still do that.
Yeah, he does it
What?
anyway.
Oh. Great. Sure. I did have a wine ball with a straw in it now.
What did you need, miss? Cecilia, were you saying something?
Before
I
interrupt
think
with my
so,
bullshit.
but I forgot what it was, so it's fine.
It's dead.
It's gone forever.
After a couple minutes, Carl turns around and is like, neither of you have seen this Dolph guy, right?
Who?
The reward money. I want extra from Mom.
Is there one of those old timey like outlaw pictures up on the wall? The drawing on it?
nose is
There
wrong.
is. But the only drawing there is it's a cane that you can see is being pulled up, and there's a sword inside of it.
Okay, so that's not an identifying feature. This is a terrible poster. Who drew this?
It's actually a
My big
sentient
brother.
cane.
No, that wasn't
Brother
out
drew
loud.
it.
That wasn't character voice. Character voice for a reason.
It's big money if you turn in the outlaw.
Is the outlaw a cane?
What's he wanted for?
No, he has a cane.
So anyone with a
he's-
cane.
Wanted because Mom wants him.
Why?
Because the devil wants him.
That's a fair point of contention. Why?
We probably don't know.
He doesn't like him. Who am I to
Cool.
Like
judge?
his cane?
No, he has a cane.
Have you seen the guy?
But lots of people have canes, but his cane's also sword.
Right.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
No,
The
you're
wolf
right. It
hunters-
doesn't make sense. It just kind of leads to a
Does he have a cane and a
people
sword?
thinking poorly of anyone with any sort of cane, anyone with a walking disability. It's like, oh, flags are going off. Doesn't super make
Oh,
sense.
that's why we keep putting people. That's why people keep. Okay, that makes sense.
That's why we
People
keep
have been
putting
beating up old folks. We have to throw them in the stocks. We couldn't figure out why.
Seems like not very efficient system.
I'm glad I got my walking stick.
You have a staff.
It's cool stuff.
Being in charge is hard.
It's often have to make difficult
You
decisions.
finding yourself with a lot of responsibility putting on your shoulders there?
Oh yeah, so much more.
Like what?
So much I have to drink alone.
Hmm.
Like deciding which prisoners get left out at night.
That's so fucked up.
Oh, and also making sure the guards don't tell anyone about Big Brother.
Big brother.
Shh.
Amazing.
The leeches can't know.
Oh,
I don't think they're around. I think we're good. I checked before I came in.
Are you sure?
You want me to check again real quick? Because I can peek super chill, like they
Yeah.
won't even notice.
Careful, they can turn.
I
They
make a
can
show
turn
of-
into rats.
like-
Or is it
Oh,
bats?
wait.
I'm-
Or mats? He looks over at the other
I
guy.
make
Your
a
name's
show
not
of like
Matt, right?
surreptitiously
Okay.
looking around.
All right, go ahead and make a deception check for me. He
Okay.
looks back at Aubrey. She's like, "Your name's not Matt, right? The leeches turn into
Nope.
mats." Okay.
it's most certainly
Oh,
is
that was
not.
a shit roll.
But he's
Yeah, but he's
drunk, so
drunk.
it's fine.
He is drunk.
You
You're
need
right.
like a 5 and you'd be fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
Okay. Mom wants my brother to get married
Get married.
to the new girl. Shh! Don't tell the leeches.
How would that? What new girl? How's she play into this?
The girl with bloody hair.
Remember she had her hair dyed?
Yeah, she dyed her hair.
No, I remember.
Okay. Just making sure. Fine.
Is she thinking that's gonna have some kind of sway or something? Because it seems like it might, depending on who she is.
She thinks she can keep it secret for long enough that the devil will forget to come back for her.
Jesus Christ, this woman's dumber than I thought.
Oh my gosh, Connor.
Well, then how long is she planning on keeping it under wraps? Because it
I
seems
don't
like it'd be
know.
a big deal. No?
She says that she's gonna get rid of all the leeches soon. She has a plan.
How would she be able to do that? That seems like a big undertaking.
He takes like one of the empty bottles and shines it up to holds it up to the light and just letting kind of the different lights refract around. He just moving it around to get kind of a like just moving beams of light, just like magic.
That seems like an awfully broad term, but you know.
He takes a couple of his coins, he's like, gypsy magic, and just drops them all into his hand one by one. Thank you.
Hey,
Puts the
Connor,
coins in
is
his
there a
pocket.
roll that I can make to weed out drunk bullshit? Find the kernel of truth in drunk bullshit?
That
Sounds like
Investigation.
Sure.
it sounds like his mom's been feeding him the same crock of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me wonder if she actually believes it or not.
Good.
So from what you managed to gather from his drunken ramblings then and continuing on, is that he has been told or has seen her trying to hook Nikolai up with Irina, and hoping that after she gets whatever she's going to do soon to get the vampires out, that Strahd will stay away long enough that she can marry him off and unite the two towns. Like marry him off to a proper noble woman.
God.
Not realizing who she is. Amazing. Superb.
No,
great. Sounds swell.
Cool. Sounds like a bad idea. All around.
Wait. I have a thing.
A thing?
Yeah, I'm supposed to give it to scary people.
Right.
We're pretty scary.
and he pulled out a small little scroll. That's a small tied up scroll.
Right.
Not
Who-
for you. You're too tiny, says to Aubrey.
Yeah. We're the same height.
Grab your hands. Grab your hands.
So, untying the scroll, it is actually a
Aww.
I think everybody except Titus is 5'6".
I think how tall am I?
Sounds you tell Toby before.
5'5".
Oh,
Wow,
5'5".
wow, you're so
I see.
small.
Apparently
no.
tieflings run short.
I mean, Val is 6 foot.
Val is
Yeah.
unusually tall then.
You didn't follow any guides though.
did,
You
I
just
did
did
with
like
that
your own
one.
height.
I'm pretty sure you did with that one.
Yeah. Tieflings are 4'9" plus 2d8, so they run short. Humans run like
You're a
5'9".
small boy.
You're right.
Small boy.
Colonel.
I've got a note.
Cool.
Uh-huh. You gonna share that with the rest of us?
By a drunk guy.
Sneaky McSneakerson?
Boo.
Oh,
She'll
boob
share it with us.
That's just the only pocket I have on this shirt.
Oh.
After that, you guys hear a couple of doors open and close, and the sound of someone walking back down the stairs, and you can see Rictavio coming back down. Cecilia, Aubrey, Doctor, your friends would
Rictavio?
like to see you upstairs. If you would come and join us, please.
Certainly.
Yevgeny, I need them alone with me for a period of time just to work out a new story I'm working on, so if you can make sure that we are not disturbed, I would greatly appreciate it, and we'll give you another bottle of wine.
Yes, sir. Takes the two of you back up. He brings you into a parent's bedroom. Matching end tables flank a large wood-framed bed with a red silk canopy. Across from the bed is a tapestry depicting a beautiful mountain valley. The other walls are dominated by a fireplace and a wardrobe. Rictavio comes over to this corner, steps up onto the dresser, and like he's just trying to reach up.
Mhm.
Can't quite do it, so he grabs his flute,
He's a
sticks
flute
it into
now.
a latch. He's had a flute, he's just not good with it.
Oh, okay.
Pops it, and you can see a
Okay.
trapdoor in the ceiling open up and a ladder cascade down.
Oh,
Your friends are upstairs.
Right.
okay.
Does this seem like a trap?
That's your call.
I was already getting that in my mind, to be honest.
I'm exactly average.
It be what you think it be.
Seems fine. All rooms.
Do you two go up?
Do all the rooms have these secret doors?
Yeah.
No, just the Monte Carlo bedrooms, the Raven's Loft, the kitchen, the secret staircase, and the main hall. So this 10-foot wide, 35-foot long attic has a ceiling that slants down towards the west, dropping from a height of 8 feet to 5 feet. 4 straw nests cover the floor, and a locked iron strongbox sits against the north wall. A small square opening in the south wall leads outside. 2 trapdoors with iron hinges are set into the floor.
Well, fancy meeting you two here.
Oh?
You're just meeting in strange attic corridors, I guess.
Apparently.
What is going on up here?
Seems to
Well,
be
we
some
thought we'd have a
mess.
little powwow, maybe do some lunch.
We found the kid.
Yeah,
Well, that's good at least.
not entirely sure where the mom is.
We've
That's
at
less
least
good.
possibly narrowed it down to some abandoned house near the stocks, but hard to know
Well,
for sure.
that was more of a hunch than anything. We don't really have any evidence about that. We thought we would either leave a note for her to find, or we would go just inspect some of the abandoned buildings out there.
Also, the Voctors.
I mean, don't you think she would have come here on her own if she had had the ability to? I don't know how much a note will be able to accomplish.
That was sort of where I was getting at. But
Mm.
what were you saying, Titus?
Also, the Voctors seem less and less helpful at the moment.
Oh yeah, they super duper have Irina there.
Yeah, they sure do.
Did
Oh, you found out too.
Yeah, she's got her plans with
She
Irina.
intends to make a political marriage.
Does
She
she now?
does.
Yes. With, her oldest son, Nikolai.
That's gonna go over swimmingly.
What Irina has to do on this
Apparently,
matter.
Nikolai and Vasily both have a bit of an eye for her. And I guess she's noticed that.
Vasily just seems to be all up in the intricate bits of whatever the shit show is, and I would very much love to have a conversation with him.
He seems to have left for the
Yeah,
west.
so would I.
as of
I feel like
late
he's
as well.
sticking his nose in some business that he probably shouldn't in less than subtle ways. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out that note. So much so that they're wanting to hit out on him.
Want to what out of
Vasily.
him? I didn't hear what you said last. Want to go what out of him?
A hit.
Wouldn't, su-
On Vasily?
Really?
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me if he was known to be wanting
I say
Irina's
these
hand
things
as well.
decently quietly.
Okay. Well,
Well, that could just be because he is a noble and and has a what's the word? He's like a rival in marriage.
That's what I was saying as well.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah.
Is this from the Voctors? Is this from Strahd?
I assumed it was from the Voctors, but Connor, looking at it more carefully, can I tell
Handwriting.
kind of what the general feel of that is?
The handwriting is not one that you've seen before. It's definitely not Strahd's handwriting. You're more than familiar with that enough to be able to spot it. This
Okay.
You're not sure who wrote this. Definitely go ahead and make an investigation check.
Got you.
It was definitely a man, probably a little bit drunk because there's some squiggles in the lines where they shouldn't have been, and the lines aren't exactly even. It's not as precise as most women's handwriting that you're used to. Words are a little bit bigger than they need to be.
Whoever wrote it, he doesn't seem to have been entirely clear-headed.
Might have just been our friend downstairs then.
He's past that threshold, my friend.
Well, not maybe today, but
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
we were told that he had left through the West Gate last night. So he might be with the Vistani.
what do you think we should do about Irina?
Well, Rictavio here is kindly offering to help us get out of the city whenever we would wish.
Oh,
There's just some
nice.
complications with the ferocious beast and other distractions that need to be handled. We
what
don't know
now?
the details.
He was thinking of using a saber-toothed tiger as a distraction to get out during the day, but
What?
but
He
yes,
he has one of these?
apparently.
So where did Rictavia go? Did he just not come up here?
Yeah, he didn't come
No,
up.
he didn't come up.
Or just trapped up here?
No.
Trap.
No, you're not trapped.
Trap.
Or so you think, then the smoke fills the room.
Fine, we're gonna get bird
Behaviors
fever.
catch on fire.
We already did this in 3.5. We can't do it again.
Or when we went to the Black Rose.
It's fine. We're surrounded by all these bird nests anyway. We're just gonna get like bird fever anyway.
Best way to go.
Gross. Bird dander.
The best way to go. Alright, so we have a number of things we need to do then. I think we should see about seeing what this Vasily guy is all about, because he might be able to help us get Irina out. Especially if there's a hit out on him, he has reason at least not to be partnered with Strahd.
Certainly.
We need to see
Yeah.
about Danica. I still need to get a shard of glass from the Volakovich mansion.
I couldn't recall if you told us about that or not, but I guess we do now. So.
No, I did.
Okay.
You
I'm
sort of
just-
pulled that one out of me.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Did I? I don't remember that. Whatever, it's
Did
fine.
he?
Muriel
don't
was talking to all of us
Oh,
when she
yeah,
asked us
okay,
about it.
I remember now.
So
I
I
remember now.
didn't have much of a
I-
choice,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I remember now. I thought she talked to you in the woods game, but no, she came up to all of us last time.
Yeah. That time she came up to all of us.
Alright.
So
Phoebe
subterfuge
seems-
was not an option. So yes, I need a shard of glass from the mansion. Need to see about Danica. There's a good chance that Vasily is at the Vistani camp. Or at least he was as of this morning. I don't know if he's still there or not.
He would be a helpful ally to have, regardless. He seems to be a fine, upstanding individual.
Yeah, I didn't understand half of what you said there.
He seems to be a fine, upstanding individual.
I understood none of it.
I understood it.
Okay.
Same.
I got you.
Yeah. So the question is, with him having left last night, it wouldn't have been wise for him to have camped out on the road. So it's likely that he stayed at the Vistani camp. But because he's not back in town right now, it's hard to say whether he left or if he's still there. So, how far was the Vistani camp from town? Like an hour's walk?
It's not even.
Not even closer to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It
And we have horses now as well. Oh, what were
You could get there in
Well-
like 10 minutes if you rode your horses
what
quickly.
what was our trade? I forgot. Why
wine.
what did we
have
trade
to-
our
to
horses
get
for?
wine.
Get wine.
You have
Necklace.
you
Platinum
get them.
platinum necklace.
You get to keep them if you get the wine. They have a necklace as collateral. A very valuable one as collateral.
Okay. I got it. I got it.
So going back there isn't necessarily going to ruin anything because we
Yeah,
haven't
I was just making
traveled
sure
west
on
from it.
that fact. But
So I'm sort of loath to do this, but I think it might be necessary for the sake of expediency. It might be a good idea if we split up just for today and we all made sure we were back here tonight. But some of us go and see about Danica and or the mirror, and then some of us go and see about Vasily being at the camp.
Yes.
the only problem I have with that is that we don't necessarily know where the spawn are staying, and
The town square is where they were said to be staying.
isn't that fairly close to the stockyard as well?
Oh, it sure is, but they
down the
should be
road.
resting right now.
All I'm saying, if we're going to abandoned houses and we come across some vampires, so I'm not sure they'll be very happy with us.
You're right. Well, that's a fair point.
I think maybe we could. Your trip to Vistani shouldn't take very long, I suppose, right?
I would hope not. Who knows with them? Yeah. All right. So let's go there first, and then come back and conduct other business. Because assuming we at least stay the night here tonight, we should drop the box off.
Also, is us going in and out going to raise
Yes.
suspicions or cause any
We have
trouble?
clearance by the gate guards to do such a thing.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually.
Yeah.
Because Fiona has to authorize.
And
In and
Fiona wants us here in 2 days.
Well, how did he get out then?
He'd likely leave. He just can't come in
Well,
without authorization. But leaving is suspicious.
No, I feel like it's. They said something about no one gets in or out without Fiona say so.
I mean, there's a lake here, is there not? Perhaps he
There is.
He swam out.
swam or took
Well,
a boat. He is a wood.
Rictavio
craftsman.
said he saw him at the West Gate.
Yes. Where does the last where does the west gate lead to?
The Vistani camp, and then just further west.
Kresk and such.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah, this is quite a mess, to be honest.
Well, alright, let's scratch that. Let's worry about Danica and the shard and go from there. When she said 2 days' time, did she mean that's happening tomorrow or.
No, day after.
Okay.
That would be
So-
one day.
Yeah, I was running through the math in my head because if we stayed the night tonight, that's 1 day, and then we just need to leave that following night. Okay, all right, we've got time. We've got time. Okay.
So are we?
Any objections to doing in-town stuff now and seeing what that yields?
I do still somewhat worry for. I mean, I was alright beforehand when we didn't really have much knowledge of what might happen to her, and even where she would go. But now that we know she's still here, I feel like we might want to at least look into doing something about him.
Yeah, I agree.
Just good at
I
the
just
moment. She's in a rather secure location.
Right,
That's
that's my point, is why I was kind of interested in seeing about Vasily, because he might have some additional assets for us.
Hmm. Yeah.
And being a nobleman and all, he might have had more clout,
Yes.
even if he has a hit out on him.
Did we ever learn? He's a nobleman. Did we ever learn like where his holdings are?
Wood.
No.
Well, no, that would be a
Wood,
merchant.
All wood.
Wood.
That would be a merchant. That would not
Everything
be
he
land.
does and is wood. He's really just
Wood,
a wood.
no.
He's a wood golem.
Where
He
is his
sells
family house?
timber, but he
Uh-huh.
also works as an accountant for many of the merchants in the towns, and so that's why he travels between them. But you have not received word on where he actually lives. No.
Okay.
Does he
Wood
have a-
and
Does
goods.
he have a wooden,
This
like,
is all
the
merchant
math,
class stuff.
uh,
This is all
woods.
working class shit. He's supposed to be of the leisure class.
Alright.
You hear the sound of someone coming up the ladder beneath you, Mel.
Rictavio?
No,
Is
you
it a
see
light
a
footed-
small little boy climbing up.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
So,
Hello?
did you find any? Did you decide on what you're going to do? How you're going to
Yeah.
help my mom?
I think we're gonna go look for her right now. And hopefully find her. Our best bet's that she's around the stockyard somewhere, because that's largely abandoned and there's plenty of supplies out there that she could be picking off of. Yeah, I think that's gonna be
Make
faster
sure you
than
stay safe
leaving
with
a note.
Octavio as well.
Okay, before you go, I have something to give you then.
Yeah.
He comes all the way up to the north.
Yep.
And pulls out a keychain that you have seen on his father before.
Boy, I am glad I didn't ask anybody to pick that.
Opens it up and like tries to hide like everything that's inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
anyone wanted to try and peek, you could do so.
I
Sure.
do.
Yeah,
Go ahead and make
we're
a
right next
perception
to it. Both rogues will do so. Perception?
The
Yeah.
thief rogue and the other rogue.
Rogue.
Both of you
Open
are
to
able
the
to
looking
see,
room.
because he's a very small person, and the only thing he actually manages to hide is what he picks out. Inside it is a very heavy coin sack.
Yep.
And 6 pieces of very expensive looking jewelry,
Cool.
and 2 bottles of some liquid. He takes out a third one of those and then closes the box and locks it back up.
So nothing of interest.
He comes back over to you, Mel. Here, you can have this. My mom and dad always say it's supposed to help people if they need it.
Help them how?
I don't know. You drink it, it makes you feel better.
Healing potion.
Is it red?
And
liquid,
it's a potion. It's a potion of healing.
or... Okay.
Is it minor or is it?
It's the basic potion of healing.
Chop that up to 2.
And you two would have been able to see that there's 2 more in the lockbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Alright, well, shall we be heading out?
Seems to.
Okay. Ready, set, break.
All right.
The buzz is here.
You'll head back outside, and he actually I'm gonna swap places. Swap his place with you. He takes you down through some of the other secret passageways.
Is this area like open? But before we go out here, is this little attic area open to the outside? Does it have like shutters?
It has a single small little opening right there.
Okay.
It's like this big.
Alright.
So ventilated, but not accessible.
Correct.
Cool. I was wondering where the birds got in through. So what's to make all these nests?
Oh,
Here. It's gonna be a weird angle, but this is just so I can grab everyone.
We're on the roof.
So,
Party on the roof.
it's so hard to get proper angles with
I
this
mean, I do
freaking
have a
thing.
climb speed, so whatever. I'm fine. Perfectly fine on the roof.
No, you're not floating. So right here, the kid goes to one of the engraved ravens in the wall and finds one that's facing the wrong way. And he takes a little tiny pocket knife and starts trying to wiggle it and pops it open. And a doorway about 3-4 feet tall opens up out of the wall. If I can grab it.
In full view of downstairs. Nice.
Leading to another passage going forward.
Cool. I guess.
Which
wanna-
takes you down. Where does this go exactly? Okay. And going down that hidden staircase, he comes to the back side of another secret door, which leads directly into the kitchen and another exit out of the building.
Is this
Okay.
Strahd's castle with all this shit?
The Martigam Castle.
The Martigas. With Oh, there's secret doors.
The Marta Castle.
What?
Smart castle. There's actually a basement where it's just Strahd's castle upside down inside of it.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you. And you stay safe.
I will. And he goes back upstairs and closes the secret door behind him.
Cool.
Which, as he closes it, there's just a cabinet in the way.
Functional cabinet?
I mean, yeah, you can put stuff on it. If you swing the door too fast, it's gonna fall off. But
It's like a fridge door.
Well, let's be off then.
Cool. All right.
Do
Are we
that.
going to the mansion first, or are we going to the stockyard first?
Stockyard will be.
Yeah,
easier.
I thought we were gonna go looking for Arena first, or not looking for Danica first.
Right. It's just Danica could be a more involved process, and picking up a shard of glass might not be that time consuming.
Oh, that mansion. All right, yeah. We can go there. I thought you were talking
Yeah, I
about.
thought you meant the Lockner's house.
Oh God, no. No. Yeah.
I thought we were
Um,
being very ambitious.
Forward about this.
No. Let's I would like to go find glass first and then go from there.
Yes, I suppose. Whatever. It's fine. We do that.
already on it.
Do that. Please load
Oh
that.
no, there's a rubble.
Oh, it just looks terrible. Okay.
Rubble. No. Oh, back here. With the hideable bushes.
With all the burning.
All the bushes to hide in.
So you
Squat
see
behind
the
the-
dilapidated ruins of the Burgomaster's mansion. Nothing of the top two floors remains, and much of the wall on your left is completely decimated, leaving only a few standing pieces with barely bits of thatched roof. With the flames dying down, a lot of what remained of the upper floors has crashed down into a few separate points inside some of the more contained rooms.
Is there a lot of people around here as well?
There is nobody around.
Okay.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was on the western side.
Like over here. And...
Please, Daniel. Shoot.
A little far there, bud. You went through the window.
Through the window.
He's on the other side. You can go around.
All right.
You'll have fun.
I presume it's magical in some sense.
I don't know if it would be anymore.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
You're welcome to try if you want to do that. I'm not going to say no.
I don't
wanna
get
go
to cast stuff ritually, right? I can only do.
Nope.
Okay, just making
You
sure.
cannot ritual cast, no.
Just making sure.
You can take
Yeah.
a feat for that.
I'll do.
I
no.
don't want to go inside the dilapidated building.
I'll do
so I'm
detect
gonna
magic
stay
while we're
out.
digging around for 10 minutes. Essentially.
Okay. So you spend a few minutes digging around into the rubble, and you can definitely feel a magic source somewhat nearby. You can't quite detect it because there's definitely rubble in the way, but there is a singular source of magic still in there.
Okay.
It's less than
Um,
3 feet of rubble.
I'll point it out so we can start digging towards it essentially.
Do
All
that.
right.
I will scoop
Meanwhile,
stuff
I'd
out
like
of the
to
way
see
with
if
a
I can
war
find
pick.
anything else of interest.
Hey, it's 3 feet of wood, which is nice.
Yep. Yeah, or dirt.
All right. So, Brianna, where and what are you looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for. Interesting things.
Shiny things.
Where? Perhaps in a here's a room. I was looking in random rooms. They can handle finding a piece of glass.
You know what? Here, I'll look to see if you can find anything. Go and make an investigation check for me. Or perception, either or.
We're gonna go with investigation. Yes.
22, okay.
All good rolls.
Nice.
Give me those cool, useless things.
Find useless things, make use out of them.
Searching around, and this isn't just where you are, but this is kind of just looking all over. You would manage to find a pair of bloody manacles.
Fun.
Oh, I super take those. Those are mine.
A set of silverware worth 150 gold.
Specifically.
Okay.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clank, 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 clank.
A doll that looks suspiciously like Irina.
Yep.
Just one?
There's
Not
Leftover from
500?
Ezek's thing.
Most of them burned.
He's like so weird.
I am disconcerted but intrigued.
And I don't know if there's anything else here. Software, yeah, that'd be it. It's kind of like the only thing of note you find. The rest of you, well, so you two are like digging through rubble, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
So you're like up here.
Rubble,
What are
rubble.
you doing, Aubrey?
I'm outside. I don't want to go into the dilapidated building.
Okay.
So I guess I'm a distraction.
So, Titus, eventually as you start to clear away some of the bigger pieces, you and Mel working together and kind of just moving them off to the side, you can eventually see the outline of an, I guess this would be necromancy. It's around a, like,
Great.
it's a shard-shaped piece, a little bit bigger than your head.
Okay.
And you can see that that is still buried there. You can see the outline. But right about the time that you get that last rock off that you see it,
Mhm.
the rubble starts to shake a little bit. And as you're trying to like move away the next piece of rock, you see this disgusting gray hand shoot out and grab
Oh.
your wrist.
Piss
I
off.
need everyone to roll
Ugh.
initiative, please.
Pissed off.
Lol.
Not a gross gray hand.
Lol.
Hate those. What the fuck?
Initiative.
Lol.
Mm.
Good rolls.
Aubrey, you rolled real good.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want
Aubrey
to.
rolled
Fucking-
perfectly.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I
shit.
heard there's danger.
Oh
shit.
no.
Mario, there's so many. Wait,
There's
is it all the
bamboos.
spirits of the
Oh.
dead that the mirror killed or something? That's probably not that. But I don't know.
Oh, I mean, well, that vampire
Well,
did have
everybody's
kind of a
zombie
feeding
apples.
frenzy around here.
Fair. Straw zombie, ya boy.
Oh
Oh man, I
no.
was thinking of it.
Hey,
So they get a surprise round for, you know,
at least me and
surprising
you
you.
still have weapons, Mel.
Ha! Yeah, I got shit.
There's one claw and one bite attack coming from Titus, and 2 claw attacks coming from Mel.
Okay. But,
So 15, 18 against Titus,
but 15, 18 don't hit.
right? And 17 and 19 against Mel.
Both hit.
Ouchies.
You take a total of 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Ow.
All right. Then it's at Aubrey.
What now?
It's your turn. You saw them pop out and just like this disgusting looking creature pops out of the rubble.
Right. Yep, that's a zombie. I specifically know what those are. And that's the one thing I know what those are before coming here. For some reason. Okay, well that was 30 feet. I moved. Cool. Ooh,
Hey,
on.
Aubrey, I can't even see you on this
Okay.
map.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna be here in case they need help. Dodge. I'm here to pull people out when they need to be pulled out.
Here to pull out.
Titus,
Okay. So
this thing just pulled your arm back and just
Yeah, that's
right
not
into
good.
it.
That's
it
not
missed.
sanitary.
It didn't get through the armor, but that's what it's doing.
okay.
Not sanitary.
I mean, I can presume I'm not grappled, so I'll just pull my quarterstaff and cast magic weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
So let me put it. Oh, yeah, I probably have to do level. Yeah.
And cast bonk.
Okay.
Wait, that's a bonus action?
Yeah, apparently.
And you lose the detect magic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just letting you know.
And then yeah, I guess I'll have to do this because I don't have a magic weapon for quarterstaff. I probably should have done this, but I didn't. So.
I mean, just whatever you roll, just
Okay.
we'll know it's one higher.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Huh. I thought that was an action for some reason. Lol.
No, so I don't hit with that.
Oh.
Roll unless it's a 10
Oh,
AC.
go check.
I guess yeah, it might. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you hit.
Serious? Okay. And it's bludgeoning, I think. Right? Yeah, it's bludgeoning as well.
I didn't do anything for zombies. That's skeletons.
Oh, okay. Well, so one gets. Oh, I have 2 attacks.
Kind of misplaced. It would have been here, here, here. There. Okay.
I also forgot I had 2 attacks. So.
That definitely hits.
So 15 damage.
Mhm.
Nice. As it's just holding on to you, you manage to pull it back with you, and it like reaches at its neck, and you just take the staff, and all of you can see is it kind of engulfs itself in this bright red flame for a brief moment before it just looks like it's coated in embers. Different spots are glowing, like the whole thing is like a fresh coal, and he just slams it twice right into this thing's neck. You can just hear it crack and crack.
Ooh.
Cecilia, you hear that?
Cool.
Help, help, help,
I
help, help,
hear
help, help.
it. I can't see jack shit. So let me see where I can get to where I can see. Alright. Boop. I can technically see him there, but I'm gonna move. Oh, look at that vantage point that I have. Much better.
You don't have your crossbow.
Huh. I'm just gonna freaking. I get to hide behind this wall and just take pot shots.
You don't have your crossbow on you.
Amazing.
You
Hey,
I
hey,
don't-
Cecilia.
Oh,
You
shit.
don't have your crossbow
Yeah, we
on
gave
you.
our weapons away.
you
Yeah.
give your daggers away too?
Thanks.
Or
You're right.
Nope.
I
Those
forgot
weren't
it.
on
No,
their
I
inventory
didn't
list.
give
They
it
didn't.
away.
Hand crossbow?
I didn't give.
yeah, she
I
might not have.
suppose.
I don't know.
They wouldn't have let you in the town without taking the weapons that they had registered for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I hid my other one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
hand
have daggers.
crossbow.
Yeah,
was
you have your
registered.
daggers.
Is what
Just
I
not your
hid.
crossbow.
Yeah. Okay.
Dagger it
I
up.
forgot about that when we came into the town. So 10. I don't. Can I even like get to them? Oh, hi,
You can
Aubrey.
throw
Now I see you.
daggers.
Probably. Yeah, you can just throw a dagger.
Yeah, but like then I don't have daggers.
You can get it back. Be a real rogue.
I
Free
guess
can
I'm
go
throwing
here
that
if you want. You
hefty
can go there if you
dagger.
want to.
Be a real ass rogue. Do what?
You can go here if you want to. That gets you within melee with one.
Ooh.
A real ass dagger rogue.
I am standing on a sink.
Fun.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Stabby.
Superb. I am going to do a stabby. Please, stabby. Oh,
Stabby.
dicks.
Yeah.
It hits.
Stabby.
Averaging stabby.
Yeah. And heck it, I'm gonna do bonus action stabby because I'm gonna be a piece of shit.
Okay.
Neat. Very good. Very good
So
stabby.
19, 21 points of damage total.
Yeah,
Superb.
to that piece of shit right
Superfluous.
there. And that's my turn. I'm standing on a sink.
Hold on. That's piercing damage? Yes,
Yeah,
it
is
is.
it?
Okay.
Guess that does matter.
Mel.
So, have we had the opportunity to take a short rest between Thief fight and now Highwayman fight?
No, you've been either traveling or actively doing stuff that entire time.
Cool.
Lol.
All right. Well, I brandished the war pick out of thin air,
Da-da-da-da. Whoa.
and I would like to cast my flame blade, targeting this one as the primary and Titus's friend as the secondary.
Okay.
So if
Damn
this
flame.
hits, which it do, this one takes all that damage.
Oh,
It's
man.
magical piercing, and then the buddy in front of Titus takes. Wait, that's incorrect. Hold on.
Oh.
Sorry, hold on. That one. 5 damage. Wait, no, hold on. Let me, because I can re-roll ones. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. The one adjacent takes 11 cold damage.
Okay. So as it moves on to them, the one in front of Titus, you can see right where he hit it on the neck, it comes off.
Fun.
And though the head is still like chomped onto the outside of Titus's armor, the rest of the body, though it's now covered in this frothy white cold, still stands and is able to move and operate on its own.
Superb. All right.
It got
Okay.
its death, or it's got a death ward save, I guess.
I think they just have that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Main piece goes first.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
It turns
Amazing.
into a flaming skull and casts fireball on all you.
No.
It swings at Titus twice with its claws. 21 and 5.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Alright, you take 6 slashing damage. Then this one moves up to Cecilia.
What's up,
Five.
bitch?
15. That one moves up to Mel.
Hello.
And they're going to do their full thing of attacks on
Now,
you.
point of
So-
order. Was that one actually able to get there through the difficult terrain? Because I assume that's difficult terrain.
Yeah, they only move 15 feet.
Okay, alright.
So it's... This one, first one's against Cecilia.
I will dodge the first one.
Evasion.
So 17, 13, and 12.
Well, the 17 hits. I
Alright, that's-
dodge him.
You dodge, then you take 1 point of slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
Then it's the same string of attacks against Mel. 15,
20
modified
hits.
20, and 16.
Nope, just the 20 hits, so I take 6.
6 slashing, okay.
Somebody got me fucked up.
Fucked up.
And then you hear the sound of scurrying behind you.
God
Ah.
damn it.
Oh,
As
Oh.
basically launching itself on almost all fours as it's kind of just throwing itself down the hallway. Another one comes barreling in towards Aubrey.
Oh no.
Superb.
there you go, Doc. One for each of us.
Then the head tries and bites down into Titus's armor.
Yay. Is that
Doesn't get through.
2 6s?
CX.
Aubrey.
Cool. I'm gonna kick it.
Okay.
Aubrey does a kick.
Yeah, what kind of roll is
It's
that?
super effective.
It's a strength check because you're not proficient.
Cool.
Oh no, you. I think most people. I think you're automatically proficient with unarmed strikes, right?
Sure, whatever. Let's go with that.
I mean, that hits him either way. So.
It hits
It's
regardless.
Just
1
kind of
point of
kick it
damage.
away. This is essentially a shield check, I guess.
Do you have a strength check? Do you have a strength bonus?
No.
1
That's why
point of
there's a zero
damage.
there. I said I was making it a shell check.
Oh,
Oh, that's athletics then.
It's still same. I'm not proficient in athletics either, so that's still
Are you
16.
shoving it on me or are you shoving it out the door?
No, I'm trying to shove it back where it came from.
Okay.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help
I
me.
don't like it.
God.
It just
Go to
recoils back
jail.
over itself, like twisting in an unnatural motion as it rights itself after that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You want to move or bonus action?
Yeah. This is not a table here anymore, right?
It's remains of a table.
Is it enough of a range that I can hide behind it?
No, not enough that you can hide.
Okay.
You
That'd
can
be
hide
great.
outside if you wanted to.
Yeah, but then I can't pull these guys
Hide
away.
in the table. Become the table.
Aubrey and become table.
I can
Aubrey
stand
and
on top
table
of the
are
table.
one.
You could
get on
dodge
the
if
ground.
you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up on top of the table and dodge.
Aubrey has ascended the table.
I am tall now. Now I'm the tallest.
Titus.
Okay. So this one here in front of me hasn't been injured, right? Because this guy attacked me first?
No, it has. That's
Okay.
once you broke its head off of.
Okay. Was that one then? That game?
No,
That was
the two left ones have not been damaged yet.
it? Okay. I'll attack the far left by Cecilia with my Hurl Flame then.
All right.
Okay.
At disadvantage, right? Or is it?
Yeah, it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at disadvantage.
Which
Still
starts-
hits.
Yeah. 16 damage.
Speed toward fire.
Do you want to move?
No, because I don't want to get attacked.
Cecilia.
All right. This
Come and
bitch right in
kick a
front of
thing.
me is he is going to get a stabby. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
many
And
stabbies.
as it recoils back in flame, it moves its arms out of its defensive position. It's a immediate point where you can just jab your dagger right into the vital point. You can feel it cut into the spine, and the thing just drops.
Cool. I am going
What-
to bonus action disengage,
I need to remember to stop
and
doing
I'm
What's up?
nothing. Go ahead.
I'm here now. Oh shit! There's another zombie. Cool.
Fuck.
Come at me, bitches. That's my turn.
Mel, you're up.
All right. Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna silver flame blade this guy with the headless one being the secondary target. Wow, I am just rolling shit. Hold on, that's more cold damage than that. Okay,
No,
no,
it's
one. So that's 12 piercing and 1 cold to the one in front of me, and then for the adjacent target, that's
there you go.
8 cold damage to the headless one.
You can just watch as bits of the flesh are starting to freeze and just fall off like little icicles falling off of a roof.
Cool, but they're both still up. Fantastic.
What happened to your banners that said that you were too cool to roll ones?
I changed them.
Bummer. What a
Oh
pleb.
god, I'm get. Oh no.
You're Cecilia. Is it again in? I wonder
Hopefully
why
it's
they
not
want you
me.
so bad.
I'm
Because you're
hurting.
tasty.
You are hurting. You're right.
Oh, are
I
you?
have taken 1 point
Claw
of damage.
against Cecilia, claw against Cecilia, bite
Lol.
against Cecilia,
Lol.
Bite hits.
That one hits.
4 piercing damage.
4. I can dodge that one and take 2.
Yep. Okay. Claw against Mel.
Oh,
Nice.
come
Oh,
on.
Yikes.
It's not much
Oh,
damage.
man.
Claw against
Come
Mel.
on.
Okay, now it's more damage.
13. Alright.
And bite against Mel.
Alright.
Oh,
I
so things are
hurt.
tasty.
You hurt,
I
boy.
hurt bad.
You sure do.
Oh, you're really hurt. I didn't think you were that
Claw
bad.
against Titus. Claw against Titus.
Yeah, 21 heads.
And
The bite.
then
from
it's the
zombie
head's
head.
turn. 5.
So I take 11 total?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ow.
God, this was supposed to be easy.
Aubrey.
Dude, they're
In
strong
and out,
zombies.
2
They're not
hours
that
tops.
easy.
10
Hey, Mel,
minutes.
you look like shit.
I have this many.
Great. That's so many. Boing, 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 boing. I'm over here
Oh, I
now.
need to make concentration checks. 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
And it's just Constitution.
Save.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Okay.
It's a save. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
I'm gonna
Getting a
try a
little bit
shove
closer.
check on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Sure.
Make an athletics check.
It's 12.
Right into Titus.
That's
Aw,
13.
poops. Well, it didn't move, but I tried.
Tried so.
And let's do a medicine check. Let's do it. Let's do a healer kit on Mel.
Thank.
Can you do
what
that?
level?
Or did you already
Yeah,
do
bonus
that?
action.
No, not
I know,
since
but-
the rest. That was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What level are we at? 5?
Yeah.
Okay. You need that money back.
Thank you. Thank for health.
And now I'm here, apparently.
Okay.
Alright, Titus?
So for one of my attacks, can I just like slam this head that's on my arm into something that's still pretty solid?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
We'll call
Use your
that
environment.
like
Improvise.
a smash attack. So it's just 1 plus your strength for damage, but either
Okay.
way.
Do I just want you to
Let
make
me
a...
smash.
It's
You
a
cl-
just make a normal like weapon attack.
Okay.
So I don't or strength. I think it's just a normal strength check. I think it's just a strength check.
Just do what you
Okay.
did for club. Why not do club damage if it hits? It's like a D4, I think.
15, and then what's your strength?
16. So plus
16, so plus 3.
Yep.
So 4 damage. Right, as you slam it in, you just watch as all of it. You just like take your shield and you slam it up against a wall and let the whole thing just splatter against it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, the whole head just bursts into this black, disgusting goo. As it does, the rest of the body just
Oh,
falls
okay, so
over
the
and
head was
collapses.
the main thing.
Thank you.
Still got 1 attack.
And then I'll attack the one in front of Mel, because that one's pretty injured. The quarterstaff.
Okay.
And then that's 8 damage, because it's still magic.
Magic.
Roll a d20 for me, because I forgot to do this last time. I just decided on the head because flavor.
1d. Oh, okay.
1.
One of the legs is knocked off and its speed is halved. As
Oh
it's
my
trying to like run
gosh.
for him, you just take your thing, and as you hit, you just watch as the leg just crumples and breaks off from it.
Superb.
God damn it! This thing's basically just a slime.
Cecilia.
Haha, a friend has come to play.
I'm glad, I'm glad I got my nat one off on that.
Heck
apparently.
off, friendo.
Ha, you
Well.
missed.
No, she didn't.
Really?
Oh, there's on
That's-
bambos.
Yeah.
So that's
There's
18
a-
points of damage.
Yeah.
How
How's
is
he
that
looking?
easy?
I don't think he's taking
This
any
one
damage.
has
Fresh and sassy.
he's now looking injured. You've stabbed him pretty hard.
Okay. Heck it.
For another
No,
3.
that wasn't as good as I was hoping. Oh, that's some shit sneak attack, y'all.
Doesn't matter, doesn't count.
So holding both daggers in your hand, you manage to drive one in and then use that force to propel the other one forward, cutting in a deep C into its chest.
You full of Zaro now?
Under the
Jesus Christ.
sea.
I am not Zora.
Cecilia!
That is too flashy.
You're right. If you had done it right, it would have been an M.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Piss
Wow,
off.
throwing the hard
Hey,
ball.
Connor? Hey, Connor? Piss off.
Got him.
Mel, it's your turn.
Damn, the shade damage got
Alright,
to
the
all
one
of
in
us.
front of me I'm gonna hit first. Boop. For 12 piercing damage as he's still up.
Nope. just really quick, you take the pick and you just slam it right into its head, and you watch as the whole ice shard goes straight through. You can see it to the other side. Pull it back and just rip straight through the front of its skull, and the thing collapses to the ground.
And on the backswing, I take out the one behind me for 5. 5 damage.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Or
what?
does not kill. Does not kill.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately,
I don't think we
can
can miss these things without a natural 1.
What's your bonus?
7.
Plus 7? Yeah, you can't miss without a natural 1. They have an armor class of 8.
Amazing.
Is the leg still kicking, Connor?
No, the leg collapsed when the body collapsed. Zomboid is now going to attack Mel.
Piss off. God.
Oh,
Oh my
Dude, how much
god.
do they have this?
Hey guys, I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh no.
How
that
far
was
down did you
exactly
go?
my hit points.
Okay.
Jesus.
It just drives its claws into you. Can feel it go through the armor. It grabs, dives straight for your neck with its mouth, just collapses you into the rubble, and you can see as just blood is squirting from the wound.
Ouch.
Aubrey.
Trash.
Luckily, I'm right here. It's not. You got 1 hit point now. Boop.
I'm
Poop.
1 hit point.
How so? Oh, he was good. Okay.
Those kids.
I can do that for as many as I have kits for.
Oh, I keep
My
forgetting.
So
Wow,
as the
it's
zombie
creepy
pulls
now.
back to rip some of the flesh off and get into the bite, you very quickly just
Nope.
wrap his neck up in bandage.
Fuck that!
Stops the bleeding for enough to get himself another breath.
Stick a tourniquet on that. I'm gonna try to push the zombie again.
Also, I forgot to do this last turn as
Fun.
well.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Shove attack.
And okay, hold on.
Hey, it worked.
Ty goes to the defender, doesn't it?
I rolled
No.
a 10.
Oh, you rolled a 10. I was
rolled a
looking at the
10.
5.
That was
Yeah.
you could
Because I forgot to do
false
that last turn.
recharge.
So I did-
Right. So
Push.
makes more sense. You push him off, and
Yeah.
then are able to wrap him up.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. It's
Whoops.
my turn.
It's Titus.
Yeah, I forgot to load that last time, so I just did 2. And then...
You
Does
just
Cecilia
recharge
get an opportunity attack for it moving out of range?
it has to be
Oh,
Okay.
willing.
it'd be disadvantage, right? So let me just do that.
Aw.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage.
Okay. So, it still hits.
I was so
Still
excited.
hits.
Yeah.
And as it gets pushed
that used to
back,
be
it
able to do
falls back to the
attacks.
floor, and you just take an easy opportunity. Hand glows bright. You just slowly push it down into the creature, and it just.
Nice.
Ow.
I'll
Yeah.
heal him.
Try not to get bit.
And with that, you gain an additional.
His
3
Dark Lord
points
is
to your
whispering
lay
to
on
him.
hands.
Just like in general?
Like just it's
Oh, wait, shit,
temporary.
hold
like
on,
you can
hold on.
use
I
those.
need to mute Discord.
Once you use
I
them,
need
you
to mute
can't go
Discord.
back up to what
Ah.
you have. But
Okay.
Ah.
Oh,
you have an extra 3 points of lay on hands until you use them.
No.
Well, no, I there we go. We're fine
A
now.
lot of info.
I muted him.
Doesn't matter.
you can come back
Can
now.
I mute him? Oh, wait, you're
Yeah.
already done. Okay, never mind.
It's fine. We just all watched it on the
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. It's fine.
Does it look any different as you look at it? Like that?
No, not at all.
Okay. So I'll put some lay on hands on you then, Mel.
Thank you.
And I'll give you
How many?
23.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, thank you.
Freaking burns you instead.
So the fire just slowly rolls over, burns away. They rapidly put on bandages, but the wound is
Hey.
cauterized and heals.
Thank you. I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Hey, I reuse those.
Reuse what?
Not that one. Wait, what do you mean you reuse those?
That's what you do. You
The first time you
disinfect
met him, he had bandages hanging up, drying after being
Yeah.
cleaned in the Burgomaster's mansion back in Barovia.
I forgot
feel like
about
that's
that.
not sanitary practices. but you
Yeah,
know
that
what?
sounds really fucking bad. You give everybody HIV, you start AIDS.
It's cloth. You disinfect them.
Yeah,
Sanitize
you,
them.
you just sanitize them.
I know.
I feel
but
like there's not a good medieval disinfectant
Yeah.
though.
It's
called
the
booze.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Alcohol would.
Sure.
which I have lots of.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm pre-germ theory medicine.
Yeah. Have fun
Boiling
with that.
water also can help do the trick for that.
Help. help do the trick for that.
Yeah.
All right, mirror. I look for mirror. Back on my bullshit.
All right, I need an investigation check
Back
now
on your
because you
bullshit.
lost the detect magic.
Cool. With advantage because help, or
Or because we knew where
If
it
someone
was
is
beforehand.
helping
as
you.
well.
I feel
If
like
someone's helping you.
I'll be
Man,
helping.
I'll help
I mean,
you.
I saw where it was
Okay.
beforehand. I can cast it again. Do you want to make this
no,
easy for us?
don't worry about that. Don't worry
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
Investigation check.
With advantage.
20.
All right.
Yes.
With that, you are able to find the mirror. A lot of it is, I mean, it's broken into tons of shards, the majority of which are stabbed into some white fabric, also in this pile of rubble. But there is one particularly large shard that doesn't seem to have like any smudges or dust on it, just the way that you had found it back when you had seen it upstairs.
Small enough to be pocketable, or
Not pocketable. It's about the size of like a person's face.
okay, so I can put it in a bag though, and it'd be fine if I wrapped it up.
Yeah, if you wrapped it up.
I do that thing.
I want to.
That'd fit in my pockets.
I want to put some on the edges as well, so you're not cut through it while you're moving.
Yeah, that's what I mean by wrapping.
That's
it
what he
up.
means
I
by
know, but
wrapping it
the
up.
cloth might not be enough, as I was getting at. Like,
That's fair.
My pocket. It would fit in my pocket.
also there was some necromancy magic coming off of it. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
with
no,
what
that
you were
makes
saying.
sense. That does make sense.
Did I also
This
see the
is-
enchantment magic on him still, presumably?
Yes, you did still see that on him.
Just wanted to make sure. Alright.
Hey, bit of a long shot question. This is like a little garden area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might there be any medicinal herbs in this garden? Or weeds? Plantain, perhaps?
Nightlock.
Plantain is useful for like everything.
let's see. What would be an herb that you would give to someone to
Help them
make
sleep.
them like help them
Maybe
sleep's
an
not the
herb?
right word. To
Poison them?
Calm emotions.
actually,
That's not
you
a
know
plan.
what? Just based on whose place this is,
Yeah?
I'd say you'd actually find maybe like a sprout or two of marijuana.
That's accurate. That's period
Superb.
accurate.
Superb.
Is it indica or still? Is it the
You
indica?
find a sprout or two of halfling weed.
Great. Is it the indica train or does?
Now I'm just remembering the office where
We'll go with indica strain. We'll do that. Fine.
It's enough to keep someone constantly smiling when their husband is an emotionally abusive man.
Cool.
oh
Much
great.
like it.
Amazing.
I have use for this.
I'm sure you do.
It'd make a great
Period
tea
accurate
to
use for
make
this.
Titus.
Oh
Caucus
my
tits.
gosh, I swear.
Superb.
About how many uses of this do I collect? Do I need to roll
Let's
something?
say, just go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Sure. Bam! All
oh
of
my
it.
gosh.
The dankest of checks.
Yes. So
I
much
know so
pot,
much
so
about
much pot.
marijuana.
9. You get 9 uses.
All right.
Superb.
Amazing. Superb.
This is turning into a very different team suddenly.
You gotta cure your wife of cancer.
Yes, Aubrey rolled a 420 on that medicine
I do have a license.
check. I like how that was the one.
I'm done.
Amazing.
Okay.
Connor's
He
checked
just
out.
knows.
Oh, bye, Connor.
just
John is
knows.
left.
He just left.
This ain't
Bye,
cheap.
Connor. I've done it.
All right, the DM's dead. There's no more rules. Let's.
Yeah, Strahd's dead. Just get the fuck out
No
of
rules,
here.
just right.
Let's go back.
Strahd descends and
Time
takes
just
revenge.
we all.
You
But
killed
it's
my
alright because we're
4
all
favorite
high off our
zombies.
asses.
God. All right, that went poorly. Let's go find Danica.
Yes.
Now here's some bullshit that's just on my computer. I have it so that my computer automatically changes the word marijuana to the devil's lettuce.
Amazing.
So
Supremely accurate in this
Let it
context.
We get down to Strahd's
Yeah.
very secret, like lower basement, and we find the devil's lettuce.
Just the...
Trash.
This
Trash.
is the curse of Strahd.
You had that
Crying.
Whew.
Oh man. All right, let's go to the fucking stockyards. We can't keep doing this.
We just don't know.
We just don't know.
We just don't.
All right.
Oh man.
To
So
begin heading back through the city, basically heading to the opposite side of the town,
yeah.
you would pass through the town square unless you choose to actively go the other way, like to take the long route.
Do we give a shit?
Well, supposedly the spawn are hanging out there.
Yeah, I know. but
Yeah. Is it actively being avoided?
Is it almost
You
night
won't
as
know.
well? Like how late
You
is
won't
it?
know unless you decide to go that way. It's like 3,
Okay.
4 maybe.
Sure. I think
When's the sunset?
we'd be fine with that.
7.
What season? Okay.
Like 7 is
Yeah.
the beginning of 7's the curfew.
All right.
All right. Cool.
It's
I
probably
wouldn't,
safe.
I wouldn't mind checking it out. So.
We do that thing.
As you approach the town square, it appears like the decorations for the festival still lay about, as you can see the silhouettes of small orbs on their sticks and streamers hanging about. As you get closer, though, you can see the gallows still hold 3 bodies hanging from them. One large, one medium, one rather slim. The streamers are actually intestines and other lines of gore hung from post to post, chimney to chimney, outlining the town square, all dripping red with fresh blood. These suns, which once adorned the sides of the road, glowing with lights, have been replaced with red, bloody skulls that hold candles inside of them, like some twisted jack-o'-lantern. The 3 figures in the gallows still just hang ever so slowly, just twisting in the gentle breeze of the wind.
Yikes.
This is really foolish.
So do we want to make a detour or? I'll just look around the town square, like not going in, but like looking to see if there's anything that looks like resembles where they might be coming from here.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, it probably won't amount to much, but. Yeah. I feel like every time I say it won't amount to much, I get a good roll, even though I have shit adds to it.
Nothing specific. Like nothing immediately obvious in detail, that you would be able to catch.
Okay.
However, out of the corner of your eye, the biggest form hanging from the stalks seems to twitch the slightest bit.
Can I?
You just see his little. You just see his hand just. Ever so often, you just see that. It's a very little twitch, but it's
How
there.
close are we to it?
Well, why don't I just go ahead and set this up?
Well, if they didn't hang it correctly, it could be.
Because if we're in 30 feet, we'd probably just do divine sense.
I mean, of course they're undead. If we just ran into friggin'
I
zombies
mean,
in the manor.
They could be. It's more just I wanting to confirm it is all.
It is not out of the realm of possibility.
For sure. I mean, it'd be really awkward if that was just a vampire spawn just hanging there for guard duty. But
Chilling.
It's just its kink.
Yeah.
We're not here to kink shame.
yeah, we don't shame people for them. Okay,
We're
now
here
we're
to
we're on the
support.
other side. Okay, yeah, we have to go so fucking far in. All right. I will tell you guys that though. That the one in the middle seems to be still moving for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I say we leave that shit alone, given
Yeah.
the corpses that tried to eat us at the mansion.
Officially, might not be dead yet. Though, they can take a very long time to actually, especially with that sort of gamma. But it would be cytonic regardless.
Given the ones who are probably up there, being the Balakoviches, I don't think we should mess with that.
No.
Well, shall we be off?
We don't.
Yeah. Let's just avoid that.
Carry on.
Okay.
Might even be a bait for people sympathizing with the Balakoviches. If anyone goes up to try and help them, then they get put in the prison and then fed to the spawn, as it were.
Perhaps.
I say we leave it alone.
All right.
This
Deciding
girl is
to
not going
take
to smell it. Sorry.
Wide detour. You make your way back up north to the main part of town and head, like up here, back past the inn, and make your way down this way past the orphanage to get to the stockyard.
So surveying the area, what do we see as far as abandoned buildings and potential places to hide?
So there's two obviously abandoned buildings that are recently abandoned buildings, I should say. Bluto's home, the one you were told that you might investigate before. Well, he's gone.
Right.
And next door to him was the coffin shop, also gone.
Oh, is he gone?
Well, it's the door swinging wide open. It looks abandoned.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then you have the actual Arisec, like, stockyard business where you can go in and purchase.
Right. That's still up and running, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There's a few other boarded up homes, but you're not sure if that is actually abandoned or not. It could have people hiding in it. It could have something else hiding in it. You're not positive.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Those
then.
house is probably the best place to start, and then we can just kind of work our way
Yeah.
around.
So the first two then that we mentioned.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a good plan.
Let's
Start
head
with
on.
Bluto's.
Let me check something real quick, guys.
So I have no idea how to spell that.
Pluto with a B, maybe.
No, he's fine. Pluto's fine. It's the stockyard name.
Oh, okay.
Cannot parse that word. Oh, okay.
Going past and into the door of Bluto's home, you can see signs of a drunk and a fisherman, as there are some fish like stapled to the wall, old decrepit-looking fishing poles, bloody hooks still attached, hanging from the ceiling. Several dozen empty bottles line the floor of this, and every step seems to clink at least a couple of them together, making it very hard to watch your step. As you go along, the dead beads of the fish's eyes all seem to follow you. You never seem to be able to quite get out of view of any one of them at a time.
Pleasant.
We went to
But
fight
that's
some
not
zombie
unusual.
fish. Alright. Is it just a one floor building?
Yeah, it's a one
Okay.
floor building.
I suppose we'll look around for secret stuff around, maybe.
Yeah.
It's for signs of Danica's.
Does someone want to make an investigation check with advantage then?
Aubrey?
Sure.
Or
I
Cecilia?
think you have the best
It says
skill.
want me to get that?
investigation. What?
What?
Or actually, Cecilia, I think, has the best modifier
Yeah.
for that. Go for it,
Yeah.
We
Cecilia.
might have a C modifier actually.
Am I getting help?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you have
so you
advantage.
got advantage.
Cool, 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 cool.
I'm gonna fill my water real quick.
Cool.
Yes.
So you managed to find a broken mirror
An empty strong box,
Weak box.
a rather large sack,
Ooh,
and I'd say that counts. You do also notice that one of the fish that he has mounted on the wall doesn't look quite right. The back half of it, like the front half, just normal like large fish. The back half though looks more like the body of a deer just fused onto the back of the fish.
Busky.
Like not so big that it looks like just like a tiny little fish, and then the huge like buff like back,
Like a tiny deer's
Inside.
back.
yeah, the small
and then like
deer.
a fawn's hind and legs and tail coming off the back of it.
I'll,
Seen
Swear to
these
God,
before?
Someone just
They're
put
fun.
fucking Billy in the chat.
I'll do a divine sense for funsies.
Okay.
For fun and profit.
You do not sense anything.
Okay.
This is just fun
I
time
know,
taxidermy.
I know.
This
It
exists in real life. I wanted to buy it before.
I thought it might be more Fey bullshit. So
Nope, just fun time bullshit. Also, that doesn't pick up fate bullshit.
I thought it did. Oh no, you're right.
Nope,
You're
that's
right.
the spell one does.
Yeah.
But not this one.
Okay. You want to look at the strong box, or should we just be going?
It was empty, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
opened up and looted already.
Okay.
Bummer.
Well, let's move to the next one, I suppose. To the coffin shop.
Okay.
Probably gonna find some remnants of vampires.
Punsky toys, creepy dolls, town square.
Usually people put the fish half as the butt half and someone else as the front half. So, he's being a bit creative here. Fish half as the
Very
front
dear.
half.
It was.
Uh-huh. I once went a bird head on a fish butt.
Amazing.
This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment.
Oh, is this the coffin place?
Yes.
Is the door locked?
The door's missing.
Right, you said that earlier. Well, let's go in.
We do that?
Hold on
I
a
guess.
second. You guys have free range of movement, don't you? I forgot to set up that
Whoopsie daisy.
mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
That should only take a moment.
I'm gonna go fill my water bottle real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And your wawa.
There we go.
Wow.
Now you should not be able to drag yourselves.
I did a bad.
We're trapped.
I'm here now. I'm trapped.
I'll get it. Hold on.
That's fun.
Door's missing.
Hooray! Oh, it's an actual little workshop in here. Nice.
Okay. Let's try this again. Cecilia, you want to have this lookaloo?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I just gotta set something up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Danica.
Queen.
The queen. What?
We come
Someone was
for
saying
you.
Yes,
yes,
queen.
and I tried to time it with queen.
Yes, Danica.
I just gotta grab a
Danica.
couple things.
Yes, Danny. Back at it
You
again with the white bag.
You can't say that and not expect yes daddy jokes to not come up.
I cannot suspect anything I don't want to.
That was
I
not
run.
directed at you.
This workshop contains everything a carpenter needs to make coffins and furniture. 3 sturdy work tables stretch the length of the west wall.
Neat.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Generic snooping check equals 25.
Equals nothing in this room.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Oh,
You
Well,
find carpentry supplies.
but hear me out. I rolled real good at generic snooping.
Yeah.
You find a set of carpenter's tools.
Wow!
Oh man, I don't give a shit.
Wait,
If
actually,
we
do I
had
have
Helen and
convention
Evil
with
in this
that?
game, it'd be great.
I have seen
But we
something.
don't.
Oh no, it's just land.
But
It's
we don't.
land vehicles. Wow.
These are necessary to repair land vehicles.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll pick those up for fun.
Hey,
Right.
don't steal.
Fun and
It's not
profit.
yours. Put those back.
All right. You want to take high? I'll take low.
Those aren't yours. Put those back.
Ours now.
No, they're not.
They're not being used.
The carpenter.
Yes,
The,
but they don't belong here.
It's fucker's fault that the vampires got in the town at all.
Oh, there's a door there. Hello.
Hello.
the coffin maker isn't here anymore.
Still, it could be used by the next coffin maker. Not
Well,
gonna
if we do
make-
come
please
across
grab the
one,
door.
will you make sure to give it to him, Doctor?
Why do you need it? So you have
Oh
you
my
of
god,
this.
can I please game?
Doc, somehow I feel like this is one of the less reprehensible things that we've done. Like, just let it go.
I can't grab the door. Oh my god.
Let it
It's too
go.
Door says
slow.
none grab.
Let it go.
Delete the door. Delete
Oh my
all
God.
doors.
If someone,
Go
if
to
you find
jail.
someone that has more use of it, Doctor, I'll make sure to give it to him. I promise you that. I'm not gonna be doing any good just sitting here.
So, Mel,
Yeah.
this kitchen contains a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves of provisions.
Okay.
If you search the room, you can find about 10 days worth of food rations here.
That's
Okay.
good.
Does it look like it's been gone through recently? Like someone's been sitting here and eating here?
Nope.
Shit. Okay.
And Titus,
Mhm.
you should have access to your room.
Okay. Is there a closet right here as well?
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, Brett. That's the wrong room that I read out.
Oh.
A table with 4 chairs in one corner of this room, with a lantern hanging from a chain directly above. 2 well-made cabinets stand against the east wall. They seem to be packed with worthless trinkets, most likely taken from corpses over the years.
Damn. All right.
Still no
Darn
living
it.
in though. Okay.
Jacob, arranged haphazardly around the floor of this musty L-shaped room are 13 wooden coffins.
All right. And there's a closet here too. What is that?
That is just another door. You
Can
can
I'll
open it if
that
you wish.
too. Yeah, I'll do that too. Presumably it's small. So.
Nope, it's the TARDIS room.
Nope, it's a staircase. All right. I'll just start cruising around over to this corner as well. It's just more coffins.
Yep.
Do one of you want to help me look around and see if there's anything abnormal here?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe something under the coffins
Creepy
or.
coffins. Creepy ass coffins.
Doesn't seem-
God, there's so many of them.
Oh shit, there are a lot in here.
It doesn't smell like
So
any of them actually have anything in them, right? It's just all wooden.
It appears to just be wooden coffins.
This would be a good use of divine sense.
smells like
Does
wood.
it go through? Wooden wood?
No.
Yeah, see, it wouldn't do shit. It wouldn't be good use. My resident paladin main.
Just very slightly
Did you
open
call her
each
a
one.
paladin main?
Yeah.
God.
Not recently.
I know.
Not
Okay, mage main. What do you
Yeah.
see?
What do your magic eyes
I'm a
see?
warlock main, Connor. Thank you very much.
Jesus.
You just pop on your magic eyes. Why don't you do that all the time?
I could do that again, but I don't want to. That's my last first holy spell.
There's probably nothing in here.
Did you do an investigation, Cecilia?
Cecilia.
Oh, I had
Your
my
mic
mic
died.
off, but I can do
Yep,
that.
that would be a problem.
It's
I will
fine.
assist
I just keep having
Cecilia
to turn it
in
off because
pointing
I'm
Oh.
out
sniffling. Oh, that was
Whoa,
shit.
whoa.
That
Whoop.
was
Wop
garbage.
wop.
Every coffin is empty.
I didn't say we open them up.
When it is narratively convenient, I would like to know what's behind the door in my room.
Oh,
No, it's just us now.
Whispers.
everyone else.
Hello.
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 Didn't see you there.
Hello.
You walk in and I'm like, I just like
You got your
look out of a coffin,
diagram.
Yeah, you.
like I've been caught.
If she
Bang
fits,
it
she
out.
sits.
Cecilia, the actual cat.
Cecilia isn't here right now. She's in a coffin.
You making friends with our cat friend?
Yeah.
Oh.
My bad.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go
Well, should we
upstairs.
take
Fuck off.
upstairs?
Let's go upstairs. I'm sorry.
Danica!
Upstairs we go.
Okay.
It's just like a pot banging it.
Try.
I'm
No, we
getting
start
sick
making
because
random
of y'all.
raven sounds.
Caw!
Come on.
Caw.
Fucker.
Oh,
Cool.
Well,
I don't know where the door
claustrophobia
is.
has
It's in
seeped
front of
in.
you.
Oh, I
It's
can't
right
move.
or left of you. Which one do you want to open?
Oh, I thought it was in front.
oh.
I can't see any doors. So either one doesn't matter.
Left.
There we go. That way.
Slash
I
roll
don't know
Now
what
you
to
find the
do.
kitchen. Now you find the kitchen with 5 days
Hey,
worth
there's
of rations
kitchen
in it.
stuff here.
Wow. I'll go left.
Is there another door?
There's a right.
There's another door here too.
That one is actually locked.
Neat.
Danica.
Oh.
Does it sound like there's someone on the other side?
Oh, here's all the good boxes for good boys.
Good boy boxes.
The good boy boxes.
Is that like a perception or
This is where the
investigation
good
or
boys
something?
go.
Is my mic working?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh,
Oh,
it's,
Yeah, you
it's a
can-
thieves tools check to get in.
I was asking if I could hear if someone's on the other side.
Oh, yeah, that's
Nothing.
perception.
Okay. Not just gonna barge in there. No.
Nope.
Maybe you won't.
Oof.
You can
Okay.
hear someone walking. You tell everyone else. They stop walking and then it stops. You say it's okay. They keep
Yeah.
walking. It's like, I hear it again.
Uh-huh.
When you're drunk, go home.
Excuse me, Doc.
Yep.
Excuse
I go in the other room.
Excuse me.
Is this
This is the box room where the
Dykes?
boxes live.
One moment.
Yeah, where the boxes live.
Found the box room.
You and the box both drink poison.
the box dies when you survive?
Are the boxes opened, Connor?
Yeah, they are.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's full of more
All of
boxes.
which contain dirt.
Yep. Yep.
Neat.
May I open the door?
Yes.
Dex?
Can you make a thieves tools check for me? Dexterity thieves tools, yes.
Yes.
Trash.
I don't know why it was at advantage, but it was garbage.
9
And
is not a
came out.
success.
Oh shit.
What do we
Garbage.
see in this room here besides the boxes? Just the boxes.
You see a single closed box. This one.
Is it as heavy as the other ones,
What's
Connor?
in the box?
It's the same size.
I
You can
open
pop
the
it open
box.
if you want.
I open the box.
Oh, great.
All right. Make a strength check for me, bud.
Strength check.
Do I understand what the dirt does? If the dirt
Nope. Well,
does
it's
anything
this.
or means anything?
Lick it.
Can I,
I
like,
taste
dig around?
Strength. You
Pull
can't
some
give it open.
Sherlock
Can I
Holmes.
like
Try
dig
licking it.
around one of the dirt of the boxes over here
Yeah.
Just pawing at it.
to see why there would be dirt in a box? I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing in there. It's
I
just it
want
just
to
feels
try
like there's
the
dirt.
door again.
You having trouble
Oh,
with it,
Okay, the DC goes up if you try it again, but go ahead.
Okay. Boop.
It's all right. Cecilia, that's
Oh,
room
shit.
E.
Oh shit. This
Brad
can't
has
be
his
good.
hand up.
This
Is he-
modest
is he
bedchamber holds a
Professor?
cot, several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, a wardrobe, and the finest coffin in the entire building.
Dude,
A
is this her
bookshelf, you
coffin?
say?
Oh
That's
shit.
like superimposed
shit.
over the bed.
It's laid up upon the bed. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit. I'm scared.
I am.
I am scared.
Unsettled.
That's the
I am unsettled.
Hold on. At the base of the coffin, you actually see the body of an old
Oh
man.
shit. Okay.
Uh,
A token just
completely
shut up.
pale,
Scared the shit out of me.
lying perfectly still and devoid of any blood.
Neat.
Oh.
Is it Henrique? The
Mel.
coffin maker?
As
Yeah.
you are playing with the coffin, and
Ah.
Cecilia, as you enter into the room,
Box, not coffin.
yeah, sorry, as you're playing with the box, and Cecilia, as you enter in the room, both of you simultaneously watch as the lids just
No.
fly
Fun.
off.
No.
Oh
And-
fuck.
Rising up is this dark-skinned
knew
woman
it.
in this
I knew
long
it.
wedding dress
Yep.
covered in gold ornaments. It's so rare when dinner comes to me.
No!
And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Fuck!
Hey, Mel, aren't you glad you didn't convince us to split the party? Because I totally called this shit.
Diplomatic approach. We have a special delivery from your husband. We have a
Yeah.
box with a boy in it.
I see you like boxes. We got you a new box.
We got you a new box
Another
with a boy
box.
in it.
Boy box.
Boy in a box.
It's my boy in a box.
The second I saw the
Christ.
cool coffin, I'm like, oh shit, we're done.
Yeah.
It's over,
no,
boys.
It's bad. Feels bad, man. Feels
Alright,
bad,
boys
man.
and girls. That's
Alright.
it.
Hmm? Thank you for
Bye-bye.
watching tonight, everyone. We'll see the party die to the vampires in the coffin shop next week.
Da-da-da-da-da.